5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's
All
awesome.
bitches is pregnant. Same father and everything. like that's just how it was. That's just how my school was. Literally right outside of the doors. This is all you ever saw.
Hey.
We have no security.
Press that shit.
We hadn't. No. It was more like pass that shit to the teachers.
Oh.
Yeah.
That
It was
would make
like
more
that.
sense.
That'd be cool.
They were fucking smoking at that.
Oh, no. My school was awful. We had a 35% graduation rate, and then the school eventually shut down
Because, yeah, obviously.
35%.
Because, yeah.
35%. Wait.
That's a failure.
That's good. That's good in my books.
That's fucked up.
You ever seen in school at 35% graduation rate?
Oh!
That's cool. That's cool. Oh, wow. That's cool.
You do me like that?
That's cool. I never
Did you look in the history and saw that I was watching a video on Maximilian, dude, where he was playing Negan? Is that why you said that?
Wow.
Because I went back to look at more Goblin stuff, and I was like,
Well, yeah, I was listening to.
what is this music?
I've been listening to this rap,
Oh.
and that's the reason why I decided to do the rap, because it's to the same fucking beat.
Oh, makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, when you have a beat to work with, then it makes all the better. I don't know how the fuck niggas rap freestyle.
So I edit it. Yeah, I'm not doing it right here. I'm just gonna.
Most of the time intoxicated. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear.
Regardless, it's like it's still.
How to
It's a lot of
sound like a
practice.
goblin? That's actually a good video to listen to, but it takes a lot of time. You mean like this?
Well, I mean, he's basing his on Matt Mercer's, which that one goblin he had in his campaign. He had literally
That was a great one.
Count
Yeah.
them, one goblin in his whole entire campaign.
He was the only one that actually allowed me to have an actual dialogue, because every voice actor was like, okay, so yeah, usually it's a little lazily, and then you just gotta go up, and then you just talk like, you're in the cave, and then that's it. That's
well,
it.
I mean, because that's
It's
the
not enough.
typical. That's the
typical goblin.
atypical goblin.
That's the
What-
typical
what
goblin.
we're talking about is like probably more of an NPC random goblin.
Exactly. If you want to be unique, you can be unique. If you want to be standard, you can be standard.
It
I-
depends
Yeah.
on what you're looking for.
I just
Exactly.
wanted personality and dialogue, and his was the only one that I found that was.
Yeah. So, like I said, you're gonna be the main goblins. So yeah,
That's what he told you. That's what you're dealing with.
you're gonna be the ones
Yeah.
with the swords. I'm gonna be the other ones who just go.
Yeah. Did you have the thing for me?
What thing do I have for you?
A sheet.
Goblin steps.
Yeah. A stab because now they're buffed. Buffed. Really buffed. You know, I thought box swine was funny and ridiculous when I was younger, and now I see why.
No.
Especially for one adult.
Box
Okay.
one?
So just write down
Yeah, box swine.
AC.
Okay.
That was 17 for the main one. AC of 16 for the other ones.
What a veil and that tape.
That's really good for a goblin.
Oh yeah.
You are the one who did this, so that's the reason why.
He's
Yeah,
already
all your
crying.
shit.
Yeah.
+4 to hit.
For both?
Oh yeah.
Yep, they have all your shit.
What would that be? Give me
What do you mean?
+4 to hit.
That's all. When you're an NPC, when
Mhm.
you're a monster, you just have a plus whatever.
Okay.
You don't have a blah, blah, blah.
Right.
It's just you get the number to hit, and that's all you stick with.
Okay.
What if they are?
And you have nimble escape, so you can disengage or hide as a bonus action.
Both?
One or the other.
He's learning how to play a rogue even as a monster.
Disengage or hide? you said?
Yep. So basically, you get normal rogue shit. But you don't get sneak attack and stuff.
For both goblins.
All goblins. Yeah.
All the goblins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so nimble escape would be in the category of hide and disengage, right? Or nimble escape is something different.
Nimble escape is just like a rogue.
Okay.
You bonus action disengage or hide.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Are we ready?
I'm not gonna lie, in my heart, I like what's about to happen.
Maybe. maybe not. Who knows?
It's fun, but no.
It's not fun when you realize
Yeah.
why it's happening.
Exactly.
This is
Anything
literally
else?
not where the story was
So,
supposed to go, but it's
are
good.
we sticking to the plan, or are we what?
Yeah, let's stick to the plan because
Okay.
I want it to hurt me too.
It
Okay.
should.
Yeah, that's why I told him all my items.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So
But he knows all your items. Regardless, go
he
ahead.
had a couple of ones that were interesting. I will say that I didn't expect to come into play, but now would come into play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I thought about it. I was like,
You should be giving that
go
fucking
on.
shit to other people.
you'll see.
You will definitely
Hopefully.
see. So you're
Man,
going
if
to
only that was on
use.
stand or
You're going
somebody
to eat
could-
one of them,
Okay.
and your stats will increase
Okay.
dramatically to all. You'll have 18 dex, 18 con, 18 strength.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You
that's just how
You
that
actually
one
may
is.
kill us.
For the 1 minute duration, right?
Yeah,
You actually may kill us.
So just 18? Just
18,
say 18 to everything?
strength, dex, and con.
Okay.
When you use what I'm talking, you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
it's gonna be the main goblin.
Okay, makes sense.
He's gonna have a name. The other ones don't fucking matter.
Makes sense. So yeah, so for that, write down just main gob plus.
This is some fucked up shit. This is I'm not
Plus
even
6
gonna
to hit.
bullshit. This is some fucked up
When
shit.
he eats it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look what you've done to us now,
I mean,
Hey,
it's-
I thought it was gonna be a surprise. It's great that you know, but I thought it was gonna be a
Well,
surprise.
we had to talk about it because
Yeah.
we thought we were making any fucking.
yeah, we were gonna kill you. It
Yeah,
was just straight up. It was
You're
just
not
like
supposed- you are
that's
not
why
supposed to
I
have
created
this
one. Yeah.
it was just like based on.
Wait.
Wait, what? You're claiming.
Cling! I mean, I've been drinking the whole time.
My fucking girlfriend taught my daughter that.
What?
So now it's a little scary and cute.
No, it's just scary. So, do we have the thing started? We started recording.
You can
Oh,
go anytime
okay.
you want.
All right.
Is that
let's-
it?
Yeah, because you're gonna cut it this. Yeah.
Probably. We'll probably
yeah.
bonus
We'll
bonus
see.
video.
Bonus action.
It doesn't fucking matter either way. All I'm gonna say is welcome back to.
AC2 high.
You know what? High fives, because that was really
Hey!
fucking good. That was.
It's okay. It's okay.
Welcome back to
It's fine,
AC2
it's
High,
fine.
where I don't know anymore.
Took 4 months.
I don't know any war. I don't know anything. I don't know why. I just know that Maxie is out fucking cold.
Yep. So.
And that's when he decided to stop it because he realized he fucked up.
So.
Yeah.
Either way,
He's dead.
we don't need to go over a background. We don't need to go over a report. We don't need to go over anything. I'm going to thank you for tuning into this episode. And we're just going to
Exactly.
fucking go into it because this might be the last fucking episode because of him.
Who knows? Who the firecracker knows? So last
Suck.
time we left our heroes, they bravely and valiantly fought their way into a goblin camp, which leaded by most
Oh,
likely
it's
a
beautiful.
very smart and intelligent connoisseur of trap making design, where the party was sufficiently ambushed and scattered. The goblins felled trees in their wake, crushing Pimpin, their sorcerer, leaving him pinned underneath a tree, forcing them to delay some of their actions in order to save him. Upon doing so, the goblins that were hidden among their midst launched a vicious assault on the party. The whole party taking considerable numbers of hits while their barbarian Stan fell a few trees that were thin enough to be chopped, dropping them down and eventually crushing and defeating the goblins.
Yep.
All the goblins were taken out except for one, who escaped their way into a forest. It seems to be shrouded by mirrors, and he used an intersecting code in order to decipher where he was versus where the party was, by slicing each tree individually while making his path separate. And upon doing so, it scattered around one of the party members, Trixie, who went off solo to find this goblin. But then the rest of the party followed, aside from one, Maxie. He decided he would to raid the camp while the goblins were distracted by Trixie and the rest of the party. He went off and immediately succumbed to a trap laid out by the goblins. An empty chest with nothing but a breath of fresh poison air filling his lungs and dropping him to his knees and finally down upon the ground where his eyes rolled to the back of his head.
Yep.
And that is where we last left off. Trixie,
Hooray.
make
What's
a
up?
perception check.
Fucking hell. I mean,
Tears.
time to see if this is how this day is gonna fuck go. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. You stop, pause, and using your expeditious retreat, you're able to dart your eyes around in the location that you're in currently and realize that some of the foliage is refracting. It almost seems mirrored. And you know now that what you're in is probably a labyrinth, and that going straight was not the direction that you went. It felt like it. It felt like it so much. But you are taking twists and turns that you didn't perceive nor were forewarned. And now you feel utterly and completely lost in the location that you're in currently.
Okay.
Around a couple of minutes go by, I would say around 30 to an hour, before you finally find your party and you guys all meet up and regroup. But you notice that Maxie is not there.
What is going on? This love how this is starting. This camp is filled with mirrors and bullshit. What's going on?
Pimpin goes, I didn't see nothing. I just saw you run. I got scared. I couldn't find you for a while. But here we are. You know,
I appreciate you following me. You didn't have to do that. I made a very foolish mistake by pushing off forward.
well, seeing as how we took a long time to even find you, I mean, I don't know. This is weird.
Is Maxie lost again?
I thought he was behind us, but he wasn't.
Wait, so what are you telling me right now?
I'm just telling you what I see. I'm confused myself, honestly.
Did he rush off or did he get himself lost?
I thought he was behind us. That's the only thing I can really say, but we need to find a way out of this place.
We need to find Maxie.
How do you think that you should perceive this current events? Trixie.
First off, we need to use the buddy system with everyone. Buddy system all over
So
the
you're
place.
tying ropes to each other?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Easy enough. You guys all start tying ropes. Stan has a rope that was severed but reforged together.
And the
Ties it.
the best way I can see us getting out of here currently is we're gonna start off step by step. If one step doesn't work, we try a different thing. I'm going to start by the most basic ass way of doing this and doing my best to try and think about each twist and turn and remember it. And if I do, actually, I might actually have something on me. Let's see. Is it possible I can take one of the daggers and every time I find one of these mirrors, I scratch it?
Okay.
That way, I'm reminded that I passed this mirror before.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Which you're proficient in, because you're a wizard.
Yep. That is 23.
Easy enough. You start marking all of these mirrors, and it seems to have a labyrinth type of pattern. You essentially make your way down each corridor, coming to a different intersection in each one of them, and after a while you just hear you're figuring it out. I can't have that now. Grimjaw would be unpleased with the situation at hand.
Who's Grimjaw?
Leader, motherfucker.
Okay.
And from the corner of your eye, you spot what seems to be a tiny little rolling metal ball of some sort.
Okay.
The top of it seems to have from what you perceive, something was embedded into it, but then pulled outwards, and it is now lying still upon the floor. What are you doing?
So there's just a ball in the middle of the floor of steel?
It's still looking ball, greenish in color.
Is it possible I can move it with one of my cantrips?
What are you using?
Mage Hand.
Okay.
And try and use Mage Hand to
Make a
use...
strength check. It's a -1, I believe, because Mage Hand is not super OP.
Mickey
Sure
Mouse.
enough,
I
but
think
like...
it's a 0. I think it's a flat 0.
Mickey Mouse
It's a
hand.
flat
I
0?
think it's a flat 0.
If you guys forgot, it's a Mickey Mouse looking hand.
16.
16? Boom, 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 boom. Like a Pokeball about to capture its prey, just... Grimjaw would be unpleased. Fuck.
And then as he's starting to freak out and start talking, I am lightly telling my party as I do it, and mostly talking to Stan here because I know that he gets annoyed by noises like that. I go, ignore him, listen to me.
Okay, but he's right there somewhere. I hear him, and it's annoying, and
I
my
understand.
rage is building.
And I get that. We're going to get that out of you, but we have to find a way out of here first.
All right. Trust you.
And I trust you too. And we move forward.
Okay. With the intelligence check that you have, he made a path outwards that he didn't think he would have to tell about it, and you eventually, after 2 hours, find your way out of this forest total.
Holy shit. Oh my god. What a fucking nightmare. And then I kind of... I start walking after a while, and I guide the party to a safe location that I feel like wouldn't be scouted out by them.
Okay, so you make your way past the burning forest that is now embedded into the ground, and you settle past that, going back, lingering backwards from whence you came, knowing that that's a safer part of the place and that there are no mirrors here,
Yeah.
and knowing that you're probably not being scouted out currently because the goblin is probably trying to find his way through the forest himself.
I mean, he's smart, but you gotta understand that
He
shit.
didn't set that shit up. So he was just following instructions. So you make your way out, and you eventually find a path that would be most copious to the situation currently at hand.
And while I have the ability to take a short rest, I would like to start a campfire, get everybody fed, get everybody warmed and taken care of, allow me to take a short rest so I can get all my spell slots back, and I would just like for us to regroup as a team to set out to try and find Maxie after this.
Okay, we turn back to you. Right now your body is being lifted and hoisted off to a cave where now you are no longer you. You are but in the place of a goblin. And currently, each of you are tuning to one item each, successfully scoping out and understanding each item individually and what its purpose would hold in your wake. You guys decide that, hey, we don't need these druids anymore. They're just nothing but tree-hugging philanthropists.
They have nothing shiny. We shall kill them. We need more. This is how we get strong. We keep this thing alive. What is it? I don't know, some pretty girl. Its ears long. I know what this is. Keep it alive. The sunlight, they hate it. They hate it! They hate it more than us! More than us! Keep it alive then. Maybe we get more shinies.
You guys take each of the items, dividing it amongst yourselves, giving the war chief the biggest part of the loot, the best, most damaging items, and most likely the things that would help him out the best.
This one's stronger. This one's stronger. Curio trusted us with these traps and these designs. We shall use them to our benefit. I agree. We shall lure them here to their deaths. Yeah! What did you say? Yes, yes. We get more shinies and get stronger. Of course, yes. What's ours? Yes. Like ransom. Yes. They like doing that. Ransom, yes. We shall keep this one alive. They have something to look forward to. Okay. Yes. Yes. And we shall kill them. Yes. And we shall take everything off of their body. Everything we see in sight. Everything. If he has the shinies, then they have the shinies, then we get strong. Yes. I can feel it powering through me, coursing through my veins. Yes. Better than we can ever create. Yes. These items. Yes. We shall devise a plan. Okay. Read the books. Okay. Read them. This is why you're the boss. Yes.
He gives you one book and he smacks the other goblin.
Read the book. Yes. Read them. Thank you, Grimjaw. Carefully. Obey each word. Understand what Curio was talking about. Okay. Not too close. Oh. There we go. Okay. Yes. Perfect. This is good. We shall defeat these suckers. Make them our bitches, slaves, bitches. Kill. I never said such a thing. Oh. You disgrace, Curio. Thank you. He's our savior. Savior! Yes, that's what he is!
Yes.
Oh!
Yes.
Hold on, calm down! You're
Okay.
panicking! Ah!
I'm not.
I can't take it! Okay, relax! Calm your nerves! Steady your back! Take this sword!
Ah!
Swing it! Yes! Yes! Yes, you're doing
It's
it
not
well!
stronger than
Yes!
mine.
Yes!
Fuck that.
I really like this character.
Right, we shall commence! Operation! Take back the fort! Take back the Yes!
Can I
And he
trade
turns
Maxi
back
for
to you
this guy?
guys.
Can I trade Maxi for this guy?
You turn back to the party.
I didn't get an answer.
Not at all. You have to see when you come across.
I know,
The rest
just being
of
an
the
idiot.
You guys taking a short rest?
I would let. Well, Santa didn't take any damage, Eddie.
He took minor damage.
I'm
Yeah,
still
very
going to allow
minor.
him to rest. If he took any damage, I just want him to be good. So we'll take a long rest.
He gave that max HP. Rolled in that 10.
Either way, I'm taking a short rest and then I'm taking the watch from there.
Okay. Alright. You guys gather yourselves. You gather your breaths, waiting for Maxi to hopefully return. Eventually, to no avail, he does not find you. You do not find him. Hours pass until you realize that you might have to go scouting ahead.
What did he do?
Pimpin goes, you know him? Yeah?
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
He should be fine.
I know you're
He can
trying.
handle himself.
No, he can't. He really can't handle himself. He thinks he can.
True.
Either way, we need to go and find his ass. Because we cannot be in this forest that much longer. And he has all the shit.
You're not wrong. Not wrong about that.
So, we just need to go in there and just lay waste to them at this point.
Alright, I mean,
I'm not exactly sure exactly how we plan on doing it. And I'm not saying we slaughter all of them or slaughter anyone for that fact. I'm just saying the fact that we need to go in there and if our friend is captured, we need to get him back. Simple as that. We'll decide what we do off the fly. For right now, we're not planning on killing them. We plan on knocking them out. But if it comes to that, where they have pushed us to the point where they can no longer be saved, we end their lives.
that makes sense. We should, fuck. This is, we go with that plan. Yeah, I like it.
I love him. The charismatic one.
Oh, yeah, definitely a charismatic one.
And, yeah, we move forward from there.
Alright, and you get a +6 to self when you're rolling, just FYI. Yeah, so you press forward back into the encampment in which you last left off in general.
Both?
Before I do-
investigation check.
All goblins? All goblins?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Before I make my investigation check, I have put the ring on Stan, and I have activated Warding Bond.
Okay.
So there is a spell slot gone, but we share the damage half-half, and we both have advantage on any saves.
So when he's raging, he'll take half of the half.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So which means that,
That's the point.
yeah.
I want him to go forward and practically take no damage when he's in front of me.
And out of game, don't forget Ring of Protection, or the stuff that I gave you. I gave you a lot of stuff. So I don't know who
You
you might
only
give.
gave me one important item. And that was the one you actually forgot to tell me, which was I don't remember. Which one was it?
The amulet, I believe.
It was a few things. It was the
No,
amulet,
the staff.
the staff.
I didn't have the light staff. That was the only item
Yeah, I
besides
think you
weapons.
did not give the amulet. I think that's what we were talking. Yeah, you did not give the amulet. One of the goblins had it.
Which amulet?
The amulet of fire resistance. Once per day.
Yeah. No, I gave that. Yeah, I definitely know that I gave that. Because since I had the cloak, I was like,
Okay, so she would have that in her possession. Okay.
I would.
I actually remember Ring of Protection, the amulet, all the Morning Stars. I gave one of the Black Steel daggers. I
would have given the amulet to Stan.
Okay.
Okay, the Ring of the Protection. I think I said that already.
The Ring of Protection was mine. I bought that.
I gave.
We also had a ring of protection
Yeah.
from the occultist as well.
So I can just have 2 rings of protection then.
One. Yeah.
But I already have one.
Well, because I bought one and I got one from the cultist, so I
Yeah.
kept one and I gave you one.
So I have 2 because I already have one. I
Oh.
bought one.
Yeah, you
You
bought
did?
one each for
Okay.
yourself.
So,
then
could
you-
I attune to 2?
No.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
So they'll make it OP.
I know. That's why I'm
Yeah,
asking.
Like,
yeah, yeah.
5 rings
Yeah.
on, like,
Because when
I plus 5 to everything?
when I realized
Basically.
I had one, or 2, I was like, yeah.
Can't say. No.
2 health potions.
That's why I was asking you.
I have 2 health potions.
I know that. I got everything else down. 5 books, light staff, 10 daggers, 3 health potions, 3 morning stars. That's what you told me last time.
See, senorita.
Alrighty, there you go.
Like I said, I activated Warding Bond,
Good stuff.
which is advantage on every saves, and we both take half damage.
That's sick. For the barbarian.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm literally going to be doing what we did in the arena in this fight, pretty much, and having Stan be the man. Because that's what I do. I buff my allies.
And luckily they don't probably know how to.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll definitely
We gotta play it ear by ear.
One by ear.
Either way, I might actually do something bizarre and have him rush off, just like literally out of nowhere as they're having a mid discussion. Just have him bolt right at them and then activate some shit. I might do that.
Whatever works, man.
I think that's how I'm going to do this. Sorry, Stan or Joe, if I'm going to be depending on you here, buddy.
I'm on the other side.
Yep. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying it. I'm ready to go. We're going to be... You said investigation check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
Natural 20.
yeah, you find what seems to be a lingering trace of a powdery-like substance, green in nature, and you take one small whiff of it far away from your face, and you inhale a couple of particles, and you realize that it's having a weird effect on your neurological system. And you immediately think that this might be deadly
Okay.
if inhaled in a large quantity.
Okay. All right. Do not breathe too heavy in this area for the moment. Take light breaths and get as far away from this substance as possible. It seems like this is another one of these traps that these goblins have set up.
Pippin just goes, yeah, I don't breathe much. Only when there's women everywhere.
You're an odd one. But your charm is what makes you useful. That's
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
God, I really wish you understood what the power that you hold, but you really don't, do you? Let's move forward. It's like I'm grabbing his cup forward as he's trying to explain to me. Like, I don't like you, but you know, we might have sex. And you might say those random shit. And it's
Dragon
like,
booty chases, you know what
yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
like, I'm that's just the shit that I imagine him saying
Oh,
to me
yeah,
as I'm
definitely.
dragging his collar.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. I don't even know why I'm here with that ass. I don't know if it's a man's or woman's. But
Nom nom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah.
Never ate some drow booty.
Proud booty.
He has. He's regretted it though.
I mean, Stacy's mom
Sad
does
story,
not
wow.
have it going on.
Not to him anymore. Not to him anymore. So yeah, as we are looking for traps and trying to stealth across the forest, trying to investigate, figure out where they are, we move forward.
Alright, you guys press forward. Make a survival check.
I know. Yeah.
I know. I mean, for me, that's what I imagine this forest as right now. Just not an okay place. He said a dark part of the forest, so this is how I imagine it sounding.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Investigation, you said?
Pterodactyls.
Let's do this, baby. Not the greatest.
Survival, sorry.
Survival?
But yeah.
Even worse. I believe that's in 9.
9.
9.
You see a couple of
9?
tracks, and you're sure that it's goblins. They're tiny feet.
Okay.
You continue following them, but it seems to lead you astray. You travel about an hour out, and they come at a point where it seems like afterwards these tracks just start to increase once the swamp gets out, and you probably think it might be a dare now,
Fuck.
based on how spaced out these tracks are.
Alright, let's
Nobody
go
else?
again, see if I can find anything else around it. Fucked up.
Like how nobody's helping you.
Because someone will help you.
That is a 22.
22? Well, one more. Yeah.
That's I can't,
That's funny as hell. That's so
I can't, like,
Natural 20?
it's a natural 20.
Okay, yeah.
This is the third natural 20, and we've only played for like 5 minutes,
So
practically.
eventually you find your way back onto the route, and you actually notice 2 goblinoid tracks. You end up following them to full succession, where you now it's exiting a swampy area, and along the way you see the Treants that you fought previously taken down. You see their heads decapitated, them sliced from the brim upwards, shrubs cut in half, dangling from the upsides of trees.
Jesus.
And when you get to this entrance of what seems to be a mine, there are skulls adorned with humanoid-shaped heads.
A mine.
What are you guys doing? There's 2 entrances. One that leads to a huge mouth of the cave, and one to the left that leads to a smaller cart.
At this, I stop the party and be like, 1 second. We're gonna wait here for a few minutes while I have cookies cut edge. So, I take the koala from my back or from my hat that I normally just have him just chilling in or whenever he does,
So crazy.
and then I change him into a bird, or actually no, not a bird, a bat. I change him into a bat, and I have him
Okay.
down
so
the
are
left
you-
cavern to kind of have him
Are you
scatter.
just casting it like normal, using a spell slot, or ritual casting
I'm ritual casting it.
it? Okay.
Ooh.
Do you have the items necessary?
I have all sorts of components.
All right.
I bought a huge. I didn't get a small component back. I got a huge component back.
Alright, so just mark off 100 incense and good.
Fucking cool. Virtual magic.
Ritual magic.
And like a bat, it flutters off. Which entrance is it going in?
The left, as I change it to cave music apparently.
Okay.
That's so cool. And funny.
Alright, it flutters off to the leftern entrance of the cave, where it meets what seems to be a rock slide or a cave-in that has occurred recently. As it starts to use its echolocation to ping off of these areas, it's receiving nothing but rockfall.
As if like that's the wrong way to go, pretty much.
Probably.
Okay. I allow Cookie to retreat back to my normal place, and I will move my head up and be like, as the bat flaps to my head, and I go, because now there's a bat in my hat.
Alrighty.
Is that a poop in there?
I have a bat in my hat.
We're going.
Should probably get that checked out.
No, it's just my friend.
Oh, okay.
We are going to move to the right. Oh yeah, by the way, what I did with that like component with that stuff in my hands and my pocket and that kind of shit, that's what I have to do in order to do the things that you can just do like this.
That seems mundane.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
All
move
right.
to the right.
Okay. Alright, so you you head off into the large entrance of the cave, and as soon as you do, you enter. You hear a sound of as two cymbals are being pressed together by a small little monkey. That
We're going to signal our presence, right?
you would perceive as such.
Okay, easy enough. All right, this is how we're going to do this. Stan, you hear me? I've activated
Yeah.
boarding bond.
Yeah.
What this thing does
Okay.
is that you take less damage, and I'll be sharing the damage with you, or the pain that comes across to you. So you gotta trust me here, all right?
So I shouldn't get hurt.
It's not that you're not going to get hurt. It's that you're not going to get hurt as much as you would.
So I can't get hurt.
That's not what I'm saying. Either way, it doesn't matter. I've activated it, and I want you to rush in and go and do your
Yeah,
stab
so I
thing.
can't get hurt.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like she looks at the camera a little bit like, like,
Oh boy, you are.
and I'm like, we have been alerted of their presence. I need you to rush forward. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't do that, actually. Nope, he does not rush forward. I take it back. I take that sentence back.
Okay.
And then I instead say, I'm going to check for traps along the way, and once I feel like it's cleared, I need you to rush forward. That's what I said. As I want to look for traps, even though I know that we're alerted, as quickly as possible, and get as much traps, or if possible, any traps, out of the way. That way he's clear to go.
Okay.
That's my plan. I want to start moving forward to do that.
Alright, make a perception check.
That is a 21.
Yeah.
21.
Yep.
You start moving forward, examining the area that you're in, making sure everything is peachy keen when all of a sudden,
Okay, release the bomb!
make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, that's bad actually. 5.
5. You take 9 points of piercing damage.
Is that half?
No.
Okay, I'll have it.
So, as these sprays of shrapnel just come jutting outwards, you feel as if just a whole bunch of wood is just embedded into your skin as these large spikes just start piercing your body, and some of it's just, obviously reflected due to the ring's damage, but you're just like being buffeted by them completely. They pin into you and just drop as soon as it happens, but you feel the effects nonetheless.
Oh. Because I have temporary HP via my warding bond. So that doesn't even fuck with me.
Oh.
Mentally, though.
Mental damage!
You see two goblins rush off, one to the left side and one to the right.
Just like, as soon as that goes off, they run off?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Does that seem... Can I deduce that's their only fucking method of trap? Currently.
At this moment, you think that's what it is, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to basically say, Stan, I will move behind you. We will move as one. I know what you'll do. You will hide in the shadows and wait for your opportunity, Pimpin. But that is the current plan.
Okay, so Pimpin uses invisibility. Right.
And basically, whenever he gets a chance, he casts... like the same plan that we normally have.
Okay.
Visibility, Shadow Blade.
Okay, so Yosuke holds Shinsuke in his hands and he just waits for...
Shit, yeah.
just
Well, I
waits
knew
for
he
whatever
was going to
happens.
do. He's got that character hand down, so I was letting him do it. He always has his own battle plan with him.
Oh, yeah.
So, yep, that's the plan.
Alright,
I'm going to have him rush ahead, and I'm right behind him.
So the marching order would be...
Stan and me.
Okay.
We're essentially moving as one.
Alright, so would you guys go down the left corridor or the right corridor? Or there's another corridor that leads up ahead as well?
Well, what I'm going to do is, because I didn't specifically give him instructions on which direction to go, I'm actually going to roll a 1d100 on this.
Okay.
Let's see where it gets me. Oh, shit. Left.
Left, okay. Alright, so you guys head to the left part of the cave. And after a while you hear a running behind you and you turn back and you see a flame heading towards you, but it doesn't aim for you at all.
It aims for
Instead
something
it
else.
hits the ground and a few explosions go off and your two compatriots behind you get separated from you completely as the rocks crumble and fall from the top of the ceiling, and you and Stan are now separated from the rest of the group.
Oh, hell yeah. This is sick as shit, man. This is awesome.
As the other goblin just goes, "Ah!" and he runs behind and
Are they
now
all there?
Pimpin, who is invisible, and as well as Seosuke and Shinsuke just clutching onto themselves, just fuck. While you guys have to continue pressing forward at this point.
It's just the two of us. It's so
Just the two of
sick, man. Oh, the odds are fucking against us. Let's go.
All right.
Let's fucking go. Let's move forward.
Are you just haphazardly moving in, or are you?
Oh, yeah. At this point, I'm like, Stan, this is getting a little very... I know that.
Okay. Stan uses his danger sense as soon as he feels the ground below him giving way.
Okay.
Makes a dexterity
Oh.
saving throw.
That's a new one.
Oh, he actually, and as soon as that happens, the whole floor below him just collapses. And he's like, I knew it.
Oh, God!
Stan, you're so smart.
Oh,
Fuck yes.
My nuts, you're so
Perfect.
smart.
And then the goblins, you shut,
And they're underneath there?
underneath, you just see a pit filled with spikes. And you see below a couple of bodies that have just been desecrated and laid there. And you smell the awful smell of death.
Okay. Obviously, we're going to avoid that. We move around the pit and then
It's
move
actually made so that
forward.
the edges of the crevices are not passable. So either you jump over it or you walk through it. Which Stan,
Walk through it.
Can walk through it.
he just jumps over it with his strength.
But he also
Yeah.
has the flame thing, resistance to fire damage.
It does not seem to be. It just seems to be just straight up spikes. down
Okay,
below.
I just heard fire and assumed. So yes.
He just
Okay.
just takes a running leap and
Ah!
just
I
lands
can think of his
straight there.
big ass body.
It's me holding on like a fucking fish.
So
Fish.
you're holding on?
Yes, I'm holding
Okay,
on.
so. Okay, yeah, he was raging too while he did it, so.
Yeah!
Luckily, he had a natural 18. He
held him by his
completely
hair.
leaps over and just. Why are you doing that?
You scared me.
You kind of get the whiplash of just.
I could have jumped over it with the spell, but I wanted to do that.
Yeah, no.
As you are now faced with what seems to be a series of implemented devices, as behind this structure, you just see one of the goblins just. And also. 18 to hit stand hits. 22
Definitely.
to hit stand hits as well. He takes.
He gets double halved.
So 8 minus that's 2 damage, and then 7 minus 2, that's 3 damage. So he just takes a total of 5 damage as 2 arrows just from the slits just pierce straight into him.
Same.
And the other goblins, as you are behind the wheel of what seems to be almost a wind-up crossbow type deal. Go ahead and make an attack roll with
Which
plus
one?
4.
The goblin? Okay.
Mm-hmm. You have 1 bullet in the chamber, and that's all you have.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
That is.
It definitely hits.
That is.
It's an 18
Okay.
and then plus 4.
That's a 1d10 plus 2.
Go. Roll it.
1d10
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
So you roll 1 and then it's plus
Yeah.
2.
Oh. I thought it was
There's
plus
no
4.
D2 here.
I thought it was plus 4.
God damn it, he rolled max.
Yeah, that's max.
Okay, so 14 damage as
It's halved, but it's 7.
so 7 and then half of
I
that.
think you said plus
That's
2.
another 3.
So 12?
So,
So-
number-
12.
so 4 damage altogether, just as it impacts him straight
As my
into the
abjuration
chest.
shield finally goes away.
Ah,
So the shield is gone.
do it again.
Now it is.
Okay. All right.
I got you.
Okay. From the top of the ceiling, you see. Now you guys go ahead and roll for initiation.
Thank
Initiation.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
God. I'm going to be initiated into the Goblin Clan.
Roll for initiation.
I'm gonna get that sweet ass.
What'd you
I
get?
don't know modifiers, so that would be a
For them, it's plus 2.
8.
You got an 8. What did Stan get?
Stan, he got a base 14, so we could presume that's a plus 1 because I don't think he has Dex modifier.
I got an 18 plus 2. So that is a
18 plus 2,
unnatural
that's-
20.
Unnatural 20. Okay, you go fast. Yes,
Is that plus 2 for all goblins? Like even the leader?
that is. He has nothing to do with this.
Okay, so
8.
I'll be controlling outside weapons.
as a DM question,
Yes, go ahead.
is it the same situation as if in the sewers, right? If I enlarge him or I enlarge Stan,
This cave is big enough. Yeah,
I can enlarge him and it
is
would be
about
okay.
20 feet up
Okay.
in the air.
So that is my plan as I continue to latch on to Stan. I throw in whatever components take the essence or whatever needed to throw in enlarge on him. I hold on to his back and I go, "Get ready, big boy." And then I cast enlarge on him.
Okay, you guys grow big, yeah. As the shrapnel bombs start to flutter down from top, you notice them and realize them just based on the fact that you dealt with Kirio in the past, and you know these are exactly the same ones.
Okay. Can I magic missile them away?
You have casted a level 1 spell.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
cast a
you're
spell
right,
level-
you're right,
yeah.
you're right, you're right. fuck.
So you can cantrip, maybe.
Yeah, that's yeah. But I could only probably cantrip one of them.
Yes, since
Out of
there's
how
two,
many?
There are 2 falling down currently.
Well, I'll cantrip the one that is closest to us, with just with a firebolt.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and make the attack roll.
Yikes.
Mm.
That is a. I mean, you never know. It is just a thing, so it
Yeah.
might actually still hit. So it's 2 plus 5. That is 10.
10 does not hit, just barely misses. As it
Like I said, it was actually not
Yeah,
a
it's really
hard
close.
DC to hit.
skirt passed right from it, and it just
Damn
kind
it.
of clips it and almost just kind of gives it an extra spin, and that's pretty much about it.
That's okay. You give the best you can get. So that is the end of my turn.
Alright, so it is. What did you get? Exactly? 8.
Stand.
So it
I'm
is
bottom.
Stan's turn.
I'm bottom.
Stan lashes in. Big as fuck goes to grapple the goblin.
Yeah.
He gets extra
Natural
shit.
20.
Yes!
Since he has.
That's how you do it.
Since he has, rage. Yeah. So he grapples the fucker and he frenzies, attacks him. Recklessly. And that is actually not enough to hit. He got 2 4s.
God damn
Natural
it!
4s.
He's got
As he
grappled
just-
though. He's
Yeah, that's what
got
I'm
grappled
saying.
though.
With advantage. With advantage.
I know that sucks ass.
He just goes and he takes his giant great sword now. It's just like it's barreling down on him and he's like
He's a great sword.
barely he almost clips his actual fingers.
Oh my
off
god.
By doing it. He's like, oh, I'm safe.
You fucking dumbass!
Like a groundhog.
Yeah.
And he has 2 bonus action rage again since he
It's
missed.
okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
So that was his second rage
I'm gonna shit
for
in
the
his
day.
hand.
That's fine.
Yeah.
This is the fight that we're planning on having anyway. So let's go.
All right, that's the end of his turn.
That'll be their turn now.
Gobbo's turn now. 2 of the Gobbos. It's you guys feel afterwards 2 arrows just being launched at you from different directions.
Okay.
Natural 16 for Stan. They're going straight for Stan for the most part.
Makes sense.
Big target. Okay, they both hit.
He has more HP than me.
Yep.
That's the other way as one. I did it
6
too.
damage straight, and then another. So half, which is 3, and then a base one, so 2 damage, so 3, 4 damage altogether. Minus is 50 damage.
Oh
50
damn! Fuck, they're fucking me up, dude.
And yeah, they just seem to recoil and cock back other ones. And then there's you, who now is in the face of these perilous enemies. What do you choose to do?
I'm in the hand or I'm in the.
You're in the hand.
Yeah, okay, I'm in the hand.
You realize you're in a giant hand,
I'm
and
gonna
you.
take a shit in his hand!
You're gonna take a shit in his hand. You're gonna take a shit in his
I'm
hand.
gonna take a shit in his hand.
Okay.
And then,
Okay, you roll for make a Constitution check.
18.
18.
Natural.
You can't seem to shit. Seems that you might have
Too
eaten a bit
scared.
too much and just blocking up your asshole, maybe.
I'm
Constipated, you're lucky!
This is a normal goblin? Or, okay.
This is a god. Well, he has a sword, but that's about it.
He has one of the special swords?
Yeah.
Alright.
But your action was to shit. So
You just used your
you
Yeah.
concentrated. You concentrated hard.
I really wanted to shit in his hand.
I know.
That's my
I
action.
realize that.
Yeah.
I realize that. And that is your action. You can. No, you're still grappled.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
that's it. Yeah. I can't do anything else.
Oh, no,
All right, you tried
shit.
shitting your hardest, literally
Oh,
your
man.
hardest that you can shit.
You can shit.
Now
I can
Trixie,
shit.
it's
I
your
can
turn.
shit. I can shit. I can shit. I can
And you
shit.
just hit.
What the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to slip out!
Not trying hard enough.
And yeah,
And with that, I push the out.
I want to. Is there what's the line of sight I have on the other goblin?
0.
I don't know what they are.
Nope. You see from where the arrows came from that there might just be chiseled, essentially, slits in the wall, like a makeshift wall, essentially speaking.
Okay.
You can presume that they just tunneled out. You can presume that they tunneled out another side and just
Holy shit, that's
made
a
burrow.
lot of die.
That's how
Okay.
much. That's how much you have, bro.
They say that.
That's right, bro.
Well, I. Yep, I know what I'm going to do because I'll have to find them afterwards, but simple as this,
Yeah, actually, she has to make a dex save for the bombs that were falling, the shrapnel bombs.
Me?
He passes one. No,
Him.
Sam.
Okay.
He fails the other one.
Okay.
Gets what? Optimus Fire. No, shrapnel bombs. So just one you fail. Yeah, he's still kicking.
Where's his HP at?
It's looking around 40.
40?
Yeah.
He's Gucci, man.
He is.
He's straight.
What?
Okay. Since we are sharing HP, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap. I don't even know what material components we would use for the spell I created, but I'm going to use tricks.
So you just take a total of 4 damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I calculated it. I cast Trixie's Aura to give myself to just kind of put that bond right back on me, which means I double stack it because it is abjuration still. And then and the thing, there is nothing against stacking at all. At all.
Temporary HP, if you try to renew that HP, you have to take the better HP. That's how temporary HP works. So I can't false life and then false life again.
That's not what that is, though, because we made it into a spell, and how the ability works is if I use that kind of a spell, then you add that temporary HP.
That spell. Okay.
So basically, I'm literally putting it as a spell, what I normally do, and then add that because that's how the ability works.
Okay. Yeah.
So I essentially am stacking without stacking.
Okay.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you. I remember, yeah. It's been a minute, that's why.
Yeah, it's been forever since I used to.
Yeah.
So I have 20 temporary HP. And then I look at you. I give it intent thought. I think about the fact that I didn't say anything to Stan about not killing him. And I'm like, he's just gonna kill you anyway.
Damn right.
Would you rather die or live? Because he's going to squeeze your guts out.
My shit.
Okay, if that's your response, Fireball.
Okay. Let's roll with advantage.
I said a sentence, stated his reaction, and then made a judgment call off of that.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Wait.
Natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll for that damage. Bro. You might get a base 1, who knows?
We'll see, right? We'll see. Oh, that is a 9, so 18.
This goblin is just literally charred bits as Stan just like, huh? Drops it. And as soon as you do that, Stan hears you talking and he drops it. And as soon as that happens, it just connects straight to his feet, and his feet just literally just like singe off of his body as it just impacts into the wall, and he just his entrails just spilling outside of his guts, and he lays limp, lifeless onto the floor. And you guys hear now a rumbling at the top of the cave. What do you do?
Like rumbling, and what can I get a sense this rumbling is?
Make a perception check.
Would have been. I mean, it's already decent enough. 12.
12. You hear what seems to be, using your passive perception, a large series of sparks. And you look upwards and you smell a familiar smell of gunpowder.
Oh, like a fucking cannon. It could. We don't know what it is. I'm thinking it's a cannon.
What do you
Can
do?
I just like do? I get a sense it's going right for us, right?
It's hard to tell with the amount of sound echoing throughout the cave.
I'm going to tell Stan to ram the side of one of the caves that I generally sensed that they were firing from, like one of those little caverns, or like one of those little caverns. I want him to ram it to see if he can
He's big enough to do that.
do enough force to squeeze him.
Let's see if he can do some siege damage. Natural 19. He boom, smashes into it, but it does seem to open up a very small hole in the wall. Not big enough for anyone to fit in of you guys' category size, especially him being large.
Yeah.
It seems that even you wouldn't be able to fit through it either.
That's okay. That is fine. Is there a way that Man, this is a interesting situation. Okay. I lift my hat up. Turn him into a rat. I want him to squeeze through.
You're using your spell slot for it?
I'm using my spell slot
Okay.
for it because I don't have time.
Okay.
I don't have time to ritual cast this shit.
So instantaneously, this bat just turns straight into a rat folk. Not rat folk, but a rat folk.
What?
Nani?
Hi.
I decided what I wanted to be. Turns into a small mouse and scurries up the side of the wall, making its way into the hole.
Okay.
Like a fan.
While I am looking for these things, I have Cookie over there observing and finding a path through. I'm looking through his eyes currently. I want you to do your best, Stan, to whatever is happening right now. Keep us safe.
What do I do to do that?
Whenever there's something coming at you, or falling, or whatever's coming at us, just dodge out of the way. Simple as that. I don't know what's happening, but I trust in you that you trust me.
Okay.
And that's what I tell him.
So he just takes the dodge action?
He's taking the dodge action.
Alright.
While I am concentrating on my spell in
So
the
you're looking-
eyes
are you looking
and
through?
looking for
Okay.
alternative paths or possibilities of through the cave, or at least looking to see where they are.
Okay, make an investigation check.
16.
16. You start to scurry on ahead. It seems that you come onto arrow flies straight past him, just sticking into the ground. Luckily, he's taking the dodge action, so it just misses wildly. Straight roll.
Sweet.
It doesn't seem to really open up too much. There is a path, though. You start to scurry through it. You see, when you look to the left, hard to tell, hard to make out the shapes from that distance. So you go to the right, presumably that's where you came from, based on the trajectory of the tunnel itself,
Mm-hmm.
and you come back onto the impasse in which that you came across before originally, when you guys headed off into the cave. There seems to be just about that. You guys do see what seems to be a volley of arrows just being flung behind as both Pippin and Shinsuke and Shiosuke make their way to the another part of the impasse, which then you hear another cave-in from that side has occurred, while they are most likely separated from you as well.
Alright. So it just revealed the fact that the original path was the one to the right, pretty much, when we first came in, essentially.
The path to the right.
That's what they used.
It seems to be just another path that was there to begin with.
Okay, so I put into my mind that there was an alternative path. I know where that path is, but it's blocked off by rocks.
Yep, it looks like that's where the rest of the party went.
Can I speak through my familiar?
No.
Okay.
Whoa!
I mean, I don't know. I
You
mean,
don't.
I mean, I figured I couldn't, but nothing wrong with asking. Let's see.
She'll make it to level 20.
Exactly.
I'm going to use my Drow trait
Okay.
to cast Fairy Fire, which does not take any of my spell slots.
Thank God.
How about you casting it on?
I am casting it on the general area where I know that they are. I can cast off of my familiar too.
Well, perceiving that there is a cave-in, you would have to have line of sight with the enemy.
Could I do it off of my familiar? Or not?
You'd have the familiar would also have to have line of sight.
Oh, so it doesn't know where it is.
No.
Man, these guys are really
Oh.
Yeah, they separated you guys completely. It seems that you guys are basically in one part of the cave, and the other party is in another part of the cave completely shut off from each other.
Okay.
So it couldn't have been even off the wall?
Line of sight.
Okay. Through the ultrasonic.
Man, this fucking sucks. I don't know what to do.
And you actually hear a pinging and a ringing. That disrupts your hearing, your sight. It seems to be impacting your mouse at a very consistent rate. Your ears are almost about to explode and rupture. You decide to run very, very far away from the sound. As you just hear a pinging and a ringing echoing throughout the caverns.
Okay, so I'm just running into a wall now.
You're running far, far away. You're running back towards the entrance of the cave where
So I can't
your
do
ears
it.
feel safe.
So I can't do anything about that.
Currently, as a mouse, you just feel pain. It doesn't feel good.
Well, can I just disconnect from the mouse and tell the mouse to come back?
The mouse seems to not be able to get within range of you anymore. As the
Okay,
ringing
I
and
thought you were
pinging-
talking about me at first,
No.
and I'm just like, what?
Yeah,
Okay, I just run
that's
away.
what it sounded like, but I mean...
Yeah, he's
there's-
talking about the rat,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that.
Such a
It's
good item.
fine. It's perfectly fine.
In the right moments.
Mm-hmm. I kind of look at Sam and I'm just like, I'm going to look for any weak spot on these caverns, and once I find that, or if I find one, be prepared to ram it as hard as you
He
can.
takes another 3 points of damage.
Okay. This fucking sucks. Okay.
That's the...
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah.
one from the other slit.
So I'm going to touch on I'm going to try and touch on the walls, trying to see if I can find a weak spot for Stan to hit it.
Okay, we can investigate. Check.
That is a 19.
19. Okay.
Interesting.
You take 3 points of damage. You do find the hole, but then you do get shot straight in the face, and
That's okay.
it punctures your right cheek.
Is that max or is that halved?
That's halved.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I can take all this damage.
All right.
Because it's not even really impacting
Yeah.
me. It literally shoots in my face and it goes.
But then he leaves back a small little surprise as he just
Oh, shit.
squeezes this thing right in between, and it's a small little gelatin-like creature.
All the shit that you had on you, man.
Fucking crazy.
You it's all it's doing is pissing me off because it's just like, god damn, if only you actually thought about someone besides yourself.
This actually seems to be something else. As it starts to blossom and unfold,
Yeah, they're not all mine.
I know that.
it grows rapidly in size, and what seems to be a lion comes out. It's just grassy in nature, and it has a mane wrapped around it, and its tail has these white little fluffy balls.
Can I firebolt it?
Oh.
Actually, before I do that, is it possible that I could just try and befriend it?
You casting animal friendship? Do you have animal friendship or
No.
animals?
That'd have been sick.
I just know that I like animals, and if I take an opportunity to do, I want to try to do something before I even attempt to attack it.
Technically, yeah.
I know that it's possibly that it can't get charmed, and there's no way that it could possibly turn to our side, but I want to give it a shot.
Okay.
Is it technically classified as an animal? So if I spoke to
It's a
it,
beast plant. So it has both properties of beast and plant. So speak.
Balls
speak
made of
with
steel.
animals with both plants.
okay. I just kind of want to just do an animal handling check in general to see if I can talk to it and see if I can get it on our side to help us. That's what I want to try and do.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a 22.
22. What are you doing exactly?
I want to say to it or talk to it and kind of just like I want to get a gist of what its nature is or like what would make it happy, and I want to promise it that, but I gotta have to cast Speak with Animals. Is it worth it, Caleb? Well, we'll see. Because I still
Just use
have
your body.
I have like 5 spell slots left. Fuck it. I'll use it. I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'll talk to it and basically ask it what it wants and how can I help it achieve what it wants.
Sidebar, speak with animals, how long does that last?
I don't know how long it's last.
24 hours or?
Usually like a minute.
It lasts for like 10
Minute
minutes.
to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Things usually last a minute, 10 minutes, hour to 24 hours. That's usually what I do.
Yeah.
And that's
why-
normally the higher level it is, the longer it
Oh,
goes.
yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't know if it was like a half a day or something for you.
Yeah, so, you cast Speak with Animals and you start communicating what exactly?
I want to communicate how we can help it and how we can get it to get out of the grasp of the goblins, or like try and
Okay.
soothe it to our side.
It says, "Where are my masters?"
The goblins?
No,
Who's your masters?
the one who speaks with grass.
I might be able to help you. Why are you stuck in here?
I do not know.
If you help us, I'll help you.
Who am I helping exactly?
You're helping the ones that are trying to save this world. Trying to do better instead of trying to do worse, like what they're doing to this cave currently.
So you are protecting the forest.
I am protecting nature. This cave was designed by nature itself, and what these goblins are doing currently is destroying it.
mockery.
Sure is. Are you willing to help us?
Who are our enemies?
Goblins. The goblins that just
What are
sifted.
those?
And I describe what goblins look like. Anything that looks like a small greenish creature with little stupid fangs, and I give them a description of a goblin.
Okay. I shall keep that in recompense. They shall pay for their undoing.
What is your name?
I have no name.
Well, I'll at least give you mine. My name is Trixie, and I will help you. And that's what
Whatever pleases you.
This was beautiful. I'm sorry.
Alright. You guys are still stuck
great.
inside the cave, and you do hear the coming to an end, which now you hear
makes sense.
a large, thunderous, cacophonous blast as the top part of the cave starts to cave inwards. Stan
Yep.
uses his body to shield you, taking the brunt of the impact.
Could I possibly, as these things are coming down, and the biggest boulder, if I'm on his back, is it possible that I can attempt to cast levitate on one of the biggest things that happen as they're coming down on me?
Make
Is
a
it possible?
spell check with disadvantage.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Double 19s.
Okay, yeah. The biggest one just boom. You hold it in and
Holy shit!
Yeah.
all of the rocks just start breaking off apart from that one and smacking into it and rolling off to the side. As around you, you're surrounded by nothing but fallen debris. The top part of this cave seems to have fractured inwards, and you see the sky as you look up, knowing that this was a very big, hardy blast that this part of the dungeon took, taking significant damage. You know that these guys have some serious firepower behind them.
Don't blame me.
Not.
This was going to happen anyway, so...
Yeah, it was. You're just not present for it, and that's your
A
punishment.
lot of it is new. I'm like,
That's technically your punishment. But you're not present for it.
Feels okey-doked. Alright, so move on to the other part of the cave.
Go
which
ahead.
You're controlling Pimpin, and I'm controlling Seosuke.
I'm okay
and
with
you're
that.
controlling the other goblins. You're controlling all of them. They have a +4 to hit, like I said, and a d6 for damage. So
D6 for damage?
yes, sir.
Okay.
D6 for all the damages, and you know, with the special one, D6 +1 for damage.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. I know all of the shit.
Okay, so Pimpin scurries off just into one of the corners and allows Seosuke to be the center of attention. As both of them they put on a fucking show. He throws his puppet forward, it bursts into a brilliant white smoke. And both of them just do like this weird jig and this tap dancing routine as Pimpin sets up his hopeful
Shadow.
ambush.
Yep.
Yeah, he's actually doing a pretty fucking fairly good job. Just singing, and they're both in tune with one another. They're
Finally.
like fucking dancing. They're doing the tango, and the goblins are just.
This is lovely!
They know they're gonna die.
They've come to please us!
As they're just
I'm so
completely
hyped. This is crazy.
Confetti.
overwhelmed by this display of antics that they're both putting on.
It's a damn good show. Mess everybody up.
And that's what I live for. That shit right there.
Dancing.
Damn. No. Just the fact that I did something that is quote unquote really fucking hard to do.
That shit, I was expecting to fail, and I was prepared for it, and
The disadvantage, double nat 19s.
Yeah,
It's-
that's
it's
why I
pretty
had to
insane.
say
Pretty good.
something. Like,
Fucking good.
pretty fucking insane.
Pretty
I
fucking good.
can't
That's
say anything about that.
That was
It's fucking
beautiful.
Can't knock that
awesome.
shit, man. You can't write that. You can't write that.
You really can.
beautiful.
It
Thanks,
was
guys.
great.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
yeah.
Well, he cast Shadowblade.
Alrighty.
Wait, actually, is it possible he can cast Agonize or Scorcher on them without hitting him? Is it possible? If it's not, then I'll use Shadowblade.
Yeah, no,
Attack?
it's plausible, definitely.
Yep, I'll use that instead.
Okay, they failed their deck save. Go ahead and roll for damage.
They're just doing ha 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 ha.
Innocent, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
since-
I gotta look up the Agonize or Scorcher damage because I
Yeah.
don't fucking know.
I will cut it. And also, it would pretty much be double damage since it's on a wooden platform. They'll probably just die instantly, I feel.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
let's just say that they get burnt to a crisp.
Okay.
Because if you roll natural ones, you roll that multiplied by 2. That's 4 damage at least.
They're dead.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention.
And then you're probably just sitting in there baking and chilling. They just end up getting scorched by the agonizing scorch that prevails over them, and just. In fact, just roll a 1d10, because it could be more than that, but just roll a 1d10. Just,
5.
but yeah, crisp. Just
Yeah.
burn to a crisp.
So, in a
As
sense,
it-
they're just.
This is great. This is, oh my god, I
And then-
can't believe it. This is so, like, they want to.
They love us! They love us! And then you just feel a sudden heat and a burst of flames emitting all over your body.
It seems like it's getting kind of.
And then shrapnels fall from the ceiling. Deck saving throw for Pippin, and Seosuke failed.
He failed too.
Okay.
They did a great job, though.
They did.
Like, there's no point in doing that. If you roll a 3, you fail.
They killed 2.
They take 10 points of damage each.
Yikes, that
Nice.
hurts him. Okay.
They killed 2?
They could 1.
1.
Okay.
The other 2 take buckshots. Go ahead and make the attack rolls.
This might be the end for him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Might be.
he doesn't have all HP.
No.
Wow.
That's awful.
No.
Okay.
That doesn't.
With advantage?
There's no way. With advantage?
Yeah, because there's slits, and so it's.
Ah, we're doing those. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought those ended. I don't think so. 14?
That is.
14. Pippin?
That is Pippin.
Yeah. Go and roll for damage.
That's a
Well,
sorcery.
AC was a lot.
No, that's
Oh,
a sorcerer.
AC too low.
Sorcerer.
It's a sorcerer, yeah.
What damage are you looking for?
D6.
D6.
D6 plus 2.
3. 5 damage.
Yep.
He is hurting.
Okay. Make another attack roll.
Way worse.
Make another
I mean,
attack
yeah. I'm just
Advantage?
saying. Advantage,
Yep.
yes. 1 and a 7. You actually don't hit that one time.
That one doesn't.
Yep. Yeah. The second one comes in from the right. One comes in, piercing his side, and the other one.
Shit! I was too excited.
Barely missing him, just cutting, grazing against his stomach as it falls flat onto the floor. You go for initiative.
I'm gonna get you next time.
Ooh. 18.
18. Okay. For Pippin.
14.
14. Okay. It's your turn.
Okay. Go for the 2.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I have 2 more arrows left.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay.
For 1.
Natural 20.
Same. 5.
5. Okay.
For 1.
Are they all hitting Pippin?
There's
Pippin
Pippin and-
Shiosuke, Shinsuke.
So the first one is going to be Pimpin, definitely, and then the second one is going to be Shadowsuke.
Okay.
So the first one was,
A natural 20, you said, right?
yeah, that hits.
That hits.
And then the second one is a 14, would that hit?
14 does not hit.
Okay, so
If you're looking to knock out Pimpin, you successfully did so. The natural 20 would definitely do it. He was already hurting.
okay,
He's
so
out
that's
cold.
yeah. Okay, he's out
Alright.
cold. I guess
This
his
is all non-lethal.
HP was that
I-
low.
that's fine. It's
Yeah.
like I'm
They're
just,
not trying to kill.
it's like
His
it's
HP was that low?
He has no HP. He probably has less than you.
No way.
He has less than you.
He has a
No.
D6. He's a D6 for
Sorcerers
HP.
are like
Is-
got the worst.
Yes.
They got the dicking of
So
all
what's
of
his AC?
them.
His AC is like a 12.
His AC is nothing.
He has like barely any AC.
It's
He's
probably
like a 12.
13 AC, 12, like 12,
No.
13.
He has a 12 AC.
That's Warlock, buddy. Warlock too. Like I had no AC. I had 12 AC the entire campaign. Yeah. Feels bad, bro. Trust me.
So
But
buffing
anyways-
buffing AC is good or bad?
What?
Buffing AC.
Of course, this is good.
Of course it's good, man. Why would it be not good?
Exactly. But anyways, regardless, he goes down, and so Pimpin just takes another blow.
Luckily, it's non-lethal because that wasn't even a lot of damage.
It was. You drove a natural 20. That's a lot of damage because you did 5 plus 5. That's 10. That's a lot of damage there.
Plus your
No, it's just no.
plus
I split
two.
it.
Plus 2.
So that's
yeah.
12
Anyways,
damage.
he's down, and he just drops like a sack of heavy bricks onto the floor as his head just studs against.
Yeah, gotcha, pretty boy. Can't wait to get your shinies.
Shinsuke and Seyosuke just actually, they're like, so, Doc Lucci didn't see the door trick. And he looks back to the cave-in. You know what, buddies? We actually surrendered. Hi. You can come out now. He makes a deception check. Go ahead and make an insight check. You get plus 0.
11.
Yeah.
You got an 11.
11. You guys go
Yeah.
down to your compartments where you
I think
actually
so.
have a makeshift hole in the wall where you actually slide a revealing wall, and both of you guys come out. And as that happens, they both go for you.
I mean, like,
Both?
Yep, they both go to attack. Natural
I-
16, natural 19.
Shinsuke and Seyosuke.
Yeah, but the other guy's never attacked.
I know he hasn't.
So that's what makes it really crazy.
Throws it off, right?
Yeah.
The first goblin,
Oh shit.
the fucking hammer goes straight down, slicing straight through him. Natural 9. But Shinsuke is not so proficient in killing people, goes for the other goblin and just slices upwards, but does not finish the job. Make another initiative roll.
Yeah! Liar!
oh, shit. God damn it.
That really threw me off.
I know.
And I was like, it
Well, I
almost-
understand why I threw it
almost
off.
made
It's
me
just
sober.
like, I'm
Makes it
sorry.
perfect.
It's
Yeah.
both of them, yeah.
Thank you.
He's probably the main one doing the deception.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and
Uh-huh.
what do you do?
Uh,
No, you can bonus action disengage.
He's just a crossbow holder, right?
He only has right now. He only has a little dagger. That's it. You can bonus action disengage though.
So there's, in a sense, the 2 against the
Mhm.
1. Okay.
Yeah, 2v1.
So I will. Regular goblin. Okay.
Like I said, bonus action disengage.
So I figured,
and
yeah,
You can do whatever else out. Whatever you want to do. Or you can grovel. Who knows? Whatever you want to do, dude.
How far away is my Patreon?
Your hidey hole is around 30 feet away.
And my Patreon, how far away?
The
Is
one
he-
with the
he
which one?
squished.
Which one?
The one that actually got squished right now once we both went down.
Right next to you.
Oh.
So yeah, he's just dead.
Dead, yes.
dead. Yes, he is dead. He is gone. He is now.
He is
left as
dead,
well.
yeah. He is
So
gone.
I will. I'll dagger and disengage.
Dagger and disengage. Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Against who?
With a what?
Against who?
That would be Shiosuke, the one with the hammer.
Okay, Seiosuke is the Seiosuke is the druid. I mean, sorry.
The drow.
Drow.
Okay.
And Shinsuke is the pumpkin.
Shinsuke. Yep.
So you're attacking Shinsuke?
Yeah. I don't.
He's in large form currently. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's 14. Wait. Yeah.
14.
Yep. I don't know if that hits.
Shinsuke
Yep.
deflects straight off of his void.
Disengage.
Okay. They both just try to club you at the same time, just smacking into each other, just in a clumsy looking display of unbrilliance.
Oh shit!
As you just flee straight towards your little hidey hole.
Yep.
Alrighty, and your turn. They both come for you.
Yep.
They both lay down the hammer.
Giggity.
Alrighty, let's see. Only Shinsuke hits. Yeah, it's enough to slaughter your little booty and you. He comes across with his dagger,
Catch me!
slicing straight at your neck. Just
Okay.
you bleed out and pass out
There's
onto the floor.
No way I would have.
Yeah. Get my.
Alrighty.
Yeah, even with hide or
goes over,
anything.
And
No, I wouldn't have done.
Shinsuke goes over to goes over to his comrade and he tries to make a medicine check.
Does he have any health potions?
No one gave him anything.
So you have
he
all
has
of them?
nothing.
I have
Okay.
3 of them. Yes, I
Both
never
of them-
said I gave anything to
Both of
anybody.
them try to their greatest attempts. Luckily, he is stabilized.
Thank God.
Shit,
that's
I was
okay.
like, bad rolls.
He could die.
Yeah.
He
He
died.
just died, yeah.
He could have died.
Natural 12. 10 was just enough to stabilize, and that's all you need with the healer's kit. Luckily, that's one thing he has. Cool. So, he patches up his friend as he hears a sizzling sound from up above.
Same shit.
Uh-huh. He
Just call him.
picks
Just
up
fucking.
He picks up his friend and he rushes over to the exit, and the entire cave collapses at a big cacophonous blast echoes throughout the cave. Silence falls as dust settles. He takes out the pickaxe that he used from before when he was dealing with the gnomes, and he just at the exit, hoping to reach the other side of this cave-in.
It's beautiful.
What are you guys doing?
Sand's so big,
Indeed.
so I guess I would have him doing the same shit.
Okay, he like
This is
literally
crazy.
he like ass up.
I did this.
Face
Yeah.
ass up, face down. He takes the
That's the way
pickaxe
I liked him.
and he just from in between his legs just
God, I don't want to.
And you know his cloak is
yeah,
like
it's very
ever
short. He
so...
made it very short for whatever reason, so you definitely
put pants
see
on him.
There's definitely nuts.
I put pants on him. I forced pants on him.
I forced pants. I learned
And
the
the,
spell.
After a while, he couldn't just walk around town like that. He's pretty much butt naked. I put pants on him.
Natural
But
20.
he's,
Just
yeah.
Yes!
Oh
easy
shit.
enough. He just actually just gets that. He gets it out like
It's the episode of Natural
like-
20s, apparently.
Like
Right.
something stuck in his tooth, he just picks it out immediately. Just 5 quick slams straight into it, and
Enemies haven't hit any 20s, so that's crazy.
I know, right? Well, no, that was the one in natural 20.
No, the one natural 20
Yeah.
that got rid of Pimpin.
Yeah. Yeah, just straight through. Coming out the other end, you just see a blast of rocks just scattering across the place.
Yeah, and then do I meet up with the others?
They take longer than you do completely.
Okay.
But Stan on the other side starts
Helping, right?
yeah, trying to make this process go quicker.
I'm glad you read my mind because I was about to say if I noticed that, I would have him do the same shit.
After around 20 minutes or so of effortless mining and chiseling, you guys seem to break through and meet one another finally. He just puts Pimpin's body down on the floor.
Oh fucking hell! God damn it!
Yeah.
I immediately I hold him like this, set him on the floor, grab him a health potion, have him chug it down his throat.
Alright, 2d4 plus 4.
Mm-hmm. Depending on what I roll, I might just shove another one down his throat since I have several.
Thank God I kept buying these bitches.
Wasn't just you. We both did.
What's that for?
So you
I already had.
yeah,
remember,
you
I have more than you because I bought all those health potions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I can just chug them down his throat. and he should be fine.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's 5 plus 4, which is 9. I'm gonna chug another one down his throat.
Chug-a-lug-a-lug.
Oh man.
Chug-a-lug-a-lug.
Chug a lug makes.
Because if I think about it, I had the 5. I gave you 1. I have 7 health potions.
Yeah, you have a lot.
So I give him. I chug 2 down his throat. I still have 5.
Yeah, I bought some fourth party. Just never said that.
Yep. And there we go. I rolled a 4 and a 3, so that's 7. That's 11. Then the previous 4s, that's 19 HP.
Holy shit!
He got that's basically his max HP right there.
That is his max HP, by the way. 19.
Oh, she has the same amount as him. Damn, he rolls good then. Because
Wait,
he also has 19 HP.
he has 19?
He rolled like shit.
He did roll like shit.
He rolled like shit. That's garbage. Because he has a D6.
And Pimpin has a D4.
No, him has a D6. as
D6?
well. Yeah.
Well, then they have the same HP.
Damn.
It's bad.
Awful. That's an
It's
awful
really
roll
fucking
for
bad.
him.
Like,
That's
it's bad.
shitty rolls for him then.
He had shit rolls.
That's shit.
I remember him
rolls.
rolling the last time he got here, and I'm just like, ooh. He gave me the look. He was like, yep. They have bad. I think all their good luck went to me because I never had a bad roll yet.
Shit roll.
Cross my fingers. We'll see how it happens.
Shit roll.
So yeah, I stabilize him. I also, at this point, being like, well, since we still need to find Maxie, I climb onto Stan again as I'm still focusing on the spell. I chug a health potion down his throat, and I chug a health potion down my throat too. As I still have 3 health potions after this.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is a total of 11 HP to him.
He's max HP. Max out.
Really? Even with the warding one, that's ridiculous.
I mean, he didn't take it. He took.
Let me look at my HP. I think I'm fine. I'm not gonna check it. I'm fine. Especially with that putting the ore on myself. It's fucking broken. It's so broken. Oh, that's crazy, man. So I'm perfectly fine.
It's fucking D&D.
That's so crazy. So yeah, after that, I gather the group up and I'm like, we still need to find Maxie.
Sure, it's worth it. Right now.
I don't know.
For all his stupidity.
It's some crazy shit. I mean, I feel like I was on the brink of death.
Well,
Hurt.
I will keep you safe.
I'm mentally hurt.
I'll keep you safe. But we're going to find him regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
We've gone this far. We're not going to just give up and then just take the wounds and shit. So I'm looking for Maxie at this point. All efforts have gone to Maxie, and as a group, we have agreed to just make sure that no matter what, we keep within each other all the time. We will never separate or attempt to separate from each other, as we are like sticking to each other like glue. As we are continuing to traverse this cave to search for Maxie.
Alrighty. You guys trudge forward. There just seems to be one long corridor, brightly lit with anticipation. Feel an aura of just confidence exuding once you see this haphazardly lackadaisical goblin just sitting down on what seems to be a throne of some sort.
Okay. As soon as that happens, I'm still resting on top, focusing on my spell on him, and then as soon as I see him, I look at the goblin and I say, Tell me where Maxie is, and then I cast Detect Thoughts.
Were we keeping it the same way that it was before, or changing it up?
Former goblins.
Okay.
What do you say, first of all?
Repeat what you said.
I asked you where Maxie was,
Oh.
and as you're doing that, I'm casting Detect Thoughts. So what did you say before that?
Is that other one that looks like a pale shit?
Pale shit. No.
You just.
Also, Detect Thoughts. What are you thinking?
What am I
Your
thinking?
surface thoughts. Yes.
Surface thoughts, and then if I decide to probe deeper, then you roll again.
It'd be you.
I don't know what you're planning on doing.
You know the layout.
He's giving you
This
the
is
character.
Yeah.
Death. Oh.
What is your surface thoughts?
My
As
surface-
I ask you the question, and you're like, "What's the pale one?" And
So I would be.
is
looking,
that the pale one? And then as you're saying, "Is that the pale one?" What are your thoughts?
Oh, that you're another pale one, and I'm looking at you up and down to see what I can take from you.
Well, it would be what you're thinking before that.
As you
Before
were
that.
as you
That's
were
what-
talking,
yeah,
Oh, so
as you were talking, which I'm assuming it's
Oh, yeah.
bullshit coming out of your mouth.
so shinies.
So I'm trying to see if you're protecting something
Shinies.
Just gold,
Shinies.
goblin shit.
Shinies. As far as your compatriot, shinies.
Okay.
We stripped him naked, so I want your shinies because you're actually clothed.
for me. If I probe deeper, which I'm going to attempt, that's that your roll for it.
I'm just gonna take your shit. That's what I want.
I'm probing deeper. Is that the roll for the probing deeper?
Goblin, you
robin.
have to make a wisdom saving throw, which is just +0.
Okay.
The straight roll.
That was me deciding what to do.
It's a 5 and
Oh,
you
wait.
failed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is your overarching plan in general? Not just immediate.
You gotta tell me everything.
Strip naked slavery with your friend.
Where's my friend?
You would have to reveal that.
You have to reveal
have to reveal that.
everything.
Okay, so-
Everything.
He would be in the cave next over after these said traps. And yeah, that's it.
Alright, now I know where it is. Perfectly fine. And I say, easy enough. So you don't plan on going out. You don't plan on just giving everything back, right? You just plan on just sitting here
taking everything from everybody and not thinking about anybody but yourself. Am I correct?
Who's she talking to?
Ah, she must be talking to herself because she's stupid.
I guess so. Listen, this is okay.
You sure that's not a guy?
And then I look at, as soon as everybody does that, I climb off of him, I look at everyone, I cast Cause Fear.
Right.
So
What's
everyone,
the range?
the range that is,
Is it 20 feet?
I believe it's 20 feet.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Because if they wouldn't let you get within a certain amount of feet, so.
Definitely not.
If they don't, then I will not cast it.
Paint the
Makes
layout.
sense.
Paint the layout. For me, so I know.
You're
It's 60 feet.
60? Oh, okay, yeah. They would.
Walls. Yeah.
They
That's
wouldn't be. They're
everyone.
not that afraid of you. So that's
but I need the layout.
That's everyone.
So right now you are upon a throne. Right now you're holding on to a rope that has a trap door that comes from the top. So it's a trap door that goes inwards and a cage that comes on top. So once someone steps onto that area, which would be right after Trixie casts that, in order to get within the the distance
Range,
needed.
yeah.
And also, yeah, he doesn't have the. Would you have done the ritual? You know, you wouldn't have time for that. You wouldn't have time
No.
for that. So, yeah.
I mean, unless I was using the.
No, you wouldn't have time.
Okay.
I know for sure you wouldn't have time. But the dandelion plant is still on your side, regardless, so.
That's
there's
true
that.
too.
Remember
Yeah.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
I will.
Pisses us off.
Oh, yeah.
Is that?
So yeah, you set off the trap while she does that, and then make your wisdom saving throw for yourself, and I'll do the rest for the goblins. Natural 18.
They pass. God, they all pass.
They
God
all-
damn it!
Yeah. That would have been good for you.
It was worth. It was a fucking. That would have
That been
Actually, I'm gonna
intense.
roll individually for them. One of them does not pass.
Yeah, individually.
Second one does
Yeah.
not pass. Third one does not pass. So there's all but one, all but two.
Yeah.
All but two?
Yeah.
I'll take
So you
something
take
out of
that,
nothing.
yeah, definitely.
I will
Thanks.
take that out of
Yeah,
nothing.
dude.
I appreciate you.
Fuck.
Yeah, not just a
Because-
base roll
you
for that,
high
'cause I'm
five
just
him too, yeah.
That wouldn't make any sense.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. At least there's some fear out here.
Yeah. So a couple of go, I think we should just not mess with him.
Yeah.
As you're
I love how you do
positioning
this.
your incantation
Yeah.
and
It's so
you're
It literally just
it's
goes
so
dark
awesome.
eyes. Yeah. It's literally
your
just smoke eyes.
light up. Your eyes actually grow darker. Your pupils grow until they encompass your entire area of
Mhm.
ocular vision.
That's definitely how I see it. It scares me too.
Oh yeah, definitely. And in these goblins' heads, this is their nightmare. This is Goku right now,
Nightmare
presenting
comes
himself
to
at
life.
Super Saiyan 2 level.
Too.
And as soon as one of the guy one of the goblins screams "Guy," I lightning war it. That
Alrighty.
one.
Guy.
We roll for initiative.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You make your attack roll first, though. Wait, 60
I
feet?
definitely. Yeah.
Oh yeah, beyond. It's like I believe this one is.
Lightning lore?
I believe
So
lightning war is good, but I want to check it because I could be wrong.
Double check, yeah, definitely.
Because if not, I'll just cast firebolt.
yeah, because
Exactly.
I thought lightning ore was farther.
I think there is a distance that is different on this.
It is a fixed difference, so there's distance, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't think I hit. That's 15 feet.
But yeah, I thought so. I was just like, I'm not too sure, but exactly. See,
So it doesn't hit.
we learn new things every day.
That'll be firebolt.
Firebolt, go ahead. Roll with advantage since they have fear. This is one of them have fear.
16 and an 18, so that's over
Yeah,
20.
go ahead and make the attack roll, bro.
Sweet.
Remember all the things that he has.
I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not gonna remember.
So
Help
you-
him remember.
You pull, but you pull.
Help him remember.
Ass.
You pull the.
I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm just trying to be.
You pull the
honest.
rope, releasing the cage
Mhm.
down, and make a dexterity saving throw.
Will do.
That is a 12.
12
Does not
pass. You plunge downwards, and atop you, a cage opens up, and below you, nothing but just a flat bottom surface. Just as what seems the ground beneath you just gives way, and just you fall prone. So
That's
you
fine.
have to use half your movement to get up.
Do I have to roll for concentration on a stand spell?
Not at all.
Okay.
No damage was taken.
You think you
It was
can
just
scare
enough so
me?
that you
I
found
fall
it.
down.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now look who's in the bottom.
So, as soon as that happens, I just want to tell you my damage. My damage was 9. 9 damage to that one goblin.
Falls to the floor.
Sweet. Now I roll for initiative.
It's always just one.
Yikes. Oh well. We don't roll high every time.
Right?
Yeah, you roll high damage.
20 for
Trixie
the gobos.
seems to.
At the moment, yes.
20 for the gobos, so that'll be used.
Yeah, I
You
Let's
definitely
go
go first.
Yeah, I rolled 22 for
Okay.
dude.
I'll roll for
Yeah.
Pimpin as well. That is a 16.
16, okay.
That's good.
So it goes 1, 2,
Two.
since I'm me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm the GM, and then. Yep. So you're
I'm
controlling
cool
all
with
the goblins up.
All three?
All three.
He's
Yeah.
saying all the goblins are controlled by you, buddy. Which I am now going to get some battle music again, which
Okay.
this is the right time for battle.
Well,
I needed
this
to get
is
in.
This is gonna be a battle. This
Need-
is gonna be a fight.
I need to get in.
Oh yeah,
Take a few chugs of that.
I have a lot of
That's pretty
plans. Man, this is
I know.
For being such a shit situation,
I
this
know.
is amazing.
It's really fun.
I know.
It's really good.
We
Really
sat
fun.
down for a little while discussing options
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, it was.
So, are you enacting what I think you're gonna do?
What we
Acorns.
talked about?
Acorns and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is that your first action?
No, that's when it's dwindling. I don't know his HP.
No,
though.
it doesn't increase your HP.
No, I know, but it would be definitely when HP is dwindling.
You only have 21.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it would be.
She's
a little
saying
higher.
that the rap was awesome.
Listen, bro. Okay, all right. Listen. Come here.
What?
You need to get in the screen.
Uh-oh.
What's
this.
up?
All right,
Uh-oh,
you
about
need to
the
get
rap
the screen.
challenge.
What's up?
Now look at the screen. Look at this guy. All right.
Alright, what's up?
Fucking,
Which one of
all
us?
right.
Which
He's-
one of us?
he's
Because
beautiful.
there's three of us.
Wait, technically, I'm pointing at.
You're pointing at me.
I mean, yeah, but I'm the one with the beanie.
You're ruining
All right.
it. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. Just stop.
Beautiful.
She knows.
I'm sorry.
Okay, she knows.
She? I don't care.
Yeah.
About she until we meet, but
Don't say that. That's rude.
until
That isn't
That's
very
rude.
rude.
until we
Actually
meet.
pretty rude.
All right, it's different.
That's
It's
actually
not!
I said until we meet.
It's
He's
okay.
a beautiful man.
Sometimes I question our friendship as much as I love you.
I
Oh,
love you too.
Let's
but
go.
I question I'm friends
Oh.
with you. 18 AC
the
though.
beard grew in great.
18?
18?
Yes. And also you get a reaction called redirect attack.
Oh, I had 17 AC. So which one?
Whenever a creature the goblin can see targets it within the attack range, the goblin chooses another goblin within 5 feet of it to swap places.
That's beautiful.
That's a
But
reaction.
how many are around?
Infinite.
Infinite. Okay.
But you only get one reaction per turn, so
One?
But you can do it throughout the whole entire combat session, so there's that. Actually, roll 6d6 for me. Because I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens.
This is fun, man.
This is an interesting one.
This is really great because it's literally mind games the entire time. And which one are you looking for? D6?
D6.
Here you go.
66,
Keep this one over
so I have a lot.
66. Yeah, can you just give
there. I will
me...
just give you 3 right here.
How much do you have?
He
1,
gave
2, 3,
me-
4.
He gave me 5. So just
Let's
give
say
me
6.
one.
There you
Okay.
go. And who is this on?
I saw it.
Oh, you're just asking me to
Main
do it.
goblin. Main goblin.
So what's he doing?
He's rolling for HP.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a lot of HP actually. He rolled like God. Holy shit.
3,
6, 11,
5,
17, and then 21, and then 27,
27, that's your HP.
which is a lot
Good.
for what you were rolling.
Okay.
And don't forget all of your extra items. Don't forget them, bro.
No.
Help him,
I wanted
because
this.
he's going to forget.
Wait.
I wanted this.
1d6?
My D6s. I had a couple.
Yeah, he had.
I
he
had
all-
one,
he
and
had
then
Everything
all
else
of
is mine.
these. Yeah.
the red as well.
No, the red's Joe's.
Give him this one.
Did you have a blue? Because I know mine's blue.
No.
No.
I
He had
I
just
stole,
those.
I stole your dice set, so I have your
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm just like, what is that?
I know. He had just.
All
those.
right, holy shit.
This is sick as fuck,
my
right?
God.
This is
Okay,
great.
So you have 27 HP.
Yeah, he's gonna turn out to be a monster.
I
This is
wanted
good.
this.
I mean, we all did.
We sat down for 5 hours, being like. I even like went through every.
Oh, you guys were there for that long?
Until April.
About.
Well,
gave him-
that makes sense. I was
We were
out
there
there.
for a good minute.
I gave him all my items.
That was the point, though. That was the
Yeah.
point for you guys to meet up. You guys needed to discuss this.
Mhm.
I
But
didn't.
yeah, all with this.
Ooh.
Oh, this is.
I didn't want to
okay.
shorten items either.
So I will say that one, you can't use 2 acorns, so one of them.
yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, so one of them would take one of the acorns.
Yeah, I would give because of the,
One of the-
yeah. Okay.
One of just one of them.
Just one. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I want. Yeah, just at least one.
Um,
With pelt.
Are you using pelt? as well?
Yeah.
That would be like druid shape, so you would have extra HP.
Okay.
So are you doing that first?
It's one in the HP is dwindling.
Okay. Okay.
I told you, dude.
Alright,
We're,
dude.
listen,
Your
like
go.
if they
Your go.
survive,
Your go.
yeah.
This is your go.
Okay.
So go
So
ahead.
what's happening?
Good.
What are you
Okay,
doing?
so it would be he just has the
Acorn is a bonus action.
yeah.
Actually, free interaction.
Is he doing the Thelnor? He's doing. Oh my God!
Yes.
Fuck no!
Yes, this is. He had Felnor.
What a
He
monster!
had
Yeah.
Felnor acorns on him. Remember that?
Remember, dude,
Yeah.
episode 2.
Had
All right, if you're
fucking
watching us from
Felnor
episode 2,
acorns.
friends, you would know what the acorn is, and if you do, comment, tell us how we got it.
Thelnor.
I'll send you
Felnor
something.
acorns.
Felnor
I'll send
is a
you something.
character.
Had Felnor acorns on him.
I call him Thelnor, but his real name is Felnor. Felnor is the original
Oh.
character of my best friend that we have been playing for about 2
Oh my
years
God.
on a
I'll send
main
you something
campaign.
if you know.
This is
If you can
This
comment.
is batshit insane.
this
Yeah.
is nuts.
This
This,
is-
is a fight.
This was
is an
April.
interesting fight.
This was April 11th.
Well, I already
This
know
is
that.
an-
Because it
That's why
was
it's
the day
great.
before my birthday.
This is an interesting fight, dude.
Gotta love you guys.
All right.
Let's go.
This is
Yeah,
gonna-
that's
this
why
is gonna be
I wanted
interesting.
to-
This is gonna be. It's probably gonna be.
Let's
over
get
quick.
into it.
This gonna be probably over quick, but it's still gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What are you doing?
All right. So since he's wielding just the sword, who's closest? Her. Okay. So
Bring it
he would
on.
He would do
Are you just using the slash?
just the slash and then hide.
Okay, so you would roll a straight roll since she has a disadvantage situation. So it'll just be straight roll.
Okay.
Oh, that's bad.
That's bad.
You don't hit.
It's an 8 if it's a straight roll without modifiers.
Yeah. You slice through the wind and you see this gelatin-like goop just stretching forward, almost like ready to just secrete her into the ground. And it's burrowing through the floor, and it makes a line. It breaks up the floor that's within its wake, and just hits the cage and shatters
Okay.
immediately on impact.
So that's what it does then. Yeah. And Grimjaw will get you next
So
time.
are you going closer, or are you just hiding?
Hide.
in general? Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check. Ooh, my buddy. It would have to be past her passive perception, so.
What's his stealth
His stealth
modifier?
was
It's a plus 8. So
Oh yeah, that's beyond it.
Plus
That's
six.
plus 6.
6.
All right, rolled 8.
well, you're already
You
at
wanna do 6?
You're at a 21. You rolled a 15, right?
Yeah.
So you were fine. You were good. Don't even worry
Yeah,
about it
get
because my
past.
passive
She does
perception
not
is
see you.
a 17.
All right, so you want to do 6 at least because you told me.
It is
Okay.
plus 6.
All right. So okay.
Passive is 17. Remember that.
Okay.
Every time you roll for stealth, you need to beat a 17 because eyes are like hawk.
Yeah, this it's.
Man, I love this character
Alright,
so much.
so-
I love Trixie. I love her so much.
It's sick. It combines Maxie.
So the one that has the other sword
Oh.
Go for it.
runs up.
Yep. And it goes for me. As he bowls deep it.
He bonus actions hides.
As he bowls deep.
Good.
You see him immediately as he tries to hide. He's like,
Where the fuck you think you go?
I'm right here! Don't fuck with me!
He's
You
like
ain't
Chopper.
going nowhere,
you
bitch.
He's like
completely
Chopper.
see him. You completely see him. Yeah, he's basically like Chopper.
He's doing the crunk.
The other two rush forward, using their action to dash as they just.
Fuck.
Oh, they don't. They can't continue forward.
They're scared.
I
Yeah,
Well,
they
yeah,
got the fear, man.
fearing
They
them.
got the fear.
They're like,
What are you doing?
and they just take their action.
What are you
They
doing?
take their action to just dodge.
You just see this grin, like this, so just a slight grin, just to
So-
kind of get you and me understanding of what situation you're in.
So
Okay.
the dandelion moves forward.
Fuck yeah, my dandelion
It's pouncing. It's pouncing like a deer, right? Just
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous, it's my friend.
and it starts shaking its tail as the blossoms from the dandelion starts to emit spores
I'm
into
in
the
love.
air.
I am in love with this thing.
They just go make a con check.
What are you doing there? We conjured you.
Fail for the rest of the night.
Oh, this is so much
It's
fun.
a 15, but his modifier.
passes.
It passes
Yeah.
it.
The other ones just go. They rapid fire start sneezing. They have disadvantage.
Come on. What are you guys doing?
All perception checks.
God, man. He's rolling.
Holy shit!
He's rolling pretty good.
Yeah, no, the dandelion would have done the same thing to them. So think about that. That would have been on the opposite side. But luckily, Trixie went and pulled a smart move. So,
What are you doing? Come
the
on.
dandelion just. Master will be avenged!
I'm your master here.
You are no master! Don't you dare disparage her name! And he plants his paw into the ground and digs a solid plat of dirt behind her, making sure that your grave is set up. Ends her turn.
Oh my god, I'm in love with
As
this thing.
Shinsuke was on top of this line S. As it moved forward, he grows large as he leaps off of it, going for one of the goblins. Using advantage since it's feared.
You got no shinies on you. We just kill you both.
Natural 2 and a natural 1. Misses.
What the fuck?
Misses wildly. Comes
Yeah,
in
that
for a
would've-
clean.
Damn it!
Because he would have killed him.
As it's so scared,
Damn
that
it,
its
man.
reactionary position is just to the back away.
Oh my
As soon as
god.
someone comes in, pimping.
He would have so killed him, too.
And Stan. If you want me to control Stan or I control Stan, whatever.
You can control Stan if you want. I'll control Pimp and we'll continue that off.
Okay.
So
It's pretty
many-
easy though, right?
Stan just
so many
rushes forward
stats.
and he takes the dodge action.
Perfectly fine with me.
No, he says fuck it actually, and he rushes forward.
Yeah, because
He just rushes forward.
Perfectly
he
fine.
takes stance up to one of the other goblins, so one of the four.
as my ring shines.
Okay, that ends your turn.
That is great.
Oh, God.
Top of the round.
So sweet.
No, you, sorry.
Pimpin'?
Yes, you and Pimpin.
Oh yeah, and then Pimp and then Trixie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadow Blade. Go ahead, roll with advantage, bro.
Alex.
Isn't there where it was?
Let's just call him Pimpin' the Shadow Blade.
Pimpin the Shadow Blade expert.
He went from being the fire mage to me putting these two
You do
spells.
notice Maxie's cape is on the main goblin.
I see that.
everyone.
And
else.
I'm pissed off immediately when I see that.
Would they know the properties?
They know that
Not yet.
when you did explodified, that it did less damage to you.
Yeah, there was only one time ever.
One time is just enough.
Squirrel Cave.
17 hit?
17 does not hit, barely misses.
Wait. I calculated the
Who are you
wrong.
hitting?
Are you?
I went with the disadvantage on because I'm trying to hit for the main guy.
Main guy?
So I did it wrong because I rolled a 12 and a 19 and I thought it was disadvantage, not advantage. So it is actually way over 20.
It's
Yeah.
I was wrong on that end, and I thought it was disadvantage.
what's the range do as well? Just make
He
sure.
said Cave.
I believe
You can move up 30 feet, or 30 feet would be the distance.
it's best to always look when you
Always, always and forever.
Which one is this? He's doing Shadow Blade?
This is you,
What he's doing Shadow Blade?
Pimpin.
No.
He can throw it up to. It literally has a thrown property, so it can go up to 60
Yeah. I was gonna say
60,
I was gonna say
60,
20 to 60 feet for a thrown property.
60,
Yeah.
120?
20 to 60. That's what it says.
2060. Yeah.
Oh, so it would be with straight roll.
A straight roll?
Yes, sir.
Then do you just want me to reroll everything? Just want me to reroll it since I don't know.
Technically still advantage, no, it would be disadvantage since you're rolling past the 20 feet.
Okay. We'll see. It's the same roll, which misses.
Okay. It's just
That's what
that's
happens.
the part about property, so.
It was
It is perfectly fine.
It's a good-
It's always worth a try.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
He uses a cantrip. I don't remember what he has up close cantrip.
There's a lot.
So can
He has
he?
green blade and shit like that.
Because he wanted to use the use muscles and shit. So I want him to rush up to someone.
Okay.
The nearest goblin.
He would not be able to.
He would not be able to.
Unfortunately, no.
So I guess he'll just. That's his turn.
Alright.
He doesn't have any good cantrips.
Action did just dodge. Dodge action.
Yep.
Boom. Boom shakalaka.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Action,
And then
dodge, Gemma.
what I do is I go. After you see that slight grin that I make, I go. Oh! And I call the wolf.
So you use your once per day. Alright. You guys here.
Thank you, Lord.
My friends are ready.
Did I help with that?
You actually did help me. Because I didn't think about it.
I was so scared.
This is great.
This is
a fight.
fucking
This is a
beautiful.
fight.
It is.
Top of the round to ya.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Who's
You're
closer?
hiding, so you have advantage on your next attack roll against anyone.
So she's still closest because she's in the.
She's in the cave thing. She's on the ground, basically. So you can just barely hit her head. It would be considered half cover, so her AC would increase by 2. So what is your AC?
My current AC is
16, right?
16 to 18.
Yeah.
Without major armor, whichever.
Without major armor, it would be a 14 actually.
14, so it would be increased to 16.
16,
And
which
if
is
you
fine.
decide to shield, 30 plus 5, so that'll
21.
be 20.
21.
Who's the next closest?
One?
Yeah.
It's 16 to plus 5, 21.
Sam.
Right, just write out layout.
What are you trying to do to him? Hit him with a fucking hit?
Deciding.
Oh, you're deciding by rolling like shit? Just being an asshole.
It's a 10 and 10, so okay, that's 3. I decide like 10 below and 10 high, who and what I should do. That was 3, 10 low, so.
You decide what you do then. I don't know what you're trying
So
to
when he
do.
writes it out, I'll go from there. Because I need layout, because especially if he can have that one reaction. This wine is the best wine ever. We just want to thank you for watching AC Too High. This is intense.
This is great.
This is intense. This should be a season 2 ender, or one ender. This could
This
be
is
a lot
probably
of
going to be
things.
this could potentially be our season 1.
This can be a whole lot of
Interestingly enough,
things.
this is like
This is one of
it
those.
turned into just a normal adventure
Yeah.
to something more than that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, so a lot of things can change here. We just want to remember you that we have a Twitter of AC2High. We have an Instagram of AC_2TOO high. And we also have a YouTube channel. Okay, our Instagram is actually
So
almost
the biggest G
high.
is you.
Yes. Oh. It's like that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You came in.
Okay. So, I
Kill
would
myself.
be, slashing, towards Stan.
So you're wind slashing towards them? Okay,
Yes.
go ahead and roll with
Is he
advantage,
using the
brother.
thing that...
He's using the demonic sword.
I'm using the
The
demonic
demonic sword. Yeah.
fuck
That's a
that.
19.
19?
That hits.
Hits.
19.
Do your damage.
Okay.
He's not
I need
raging
a
currently, so it's full damage.
Yep.
I need a D8 and then a D4.
Yeah, D4. D4. It is still half because warning bond, but that's
How long is it active?
24 hours
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. It's,
until I basically stop it. Pretty
That
much.
one was a beautiful one. Yeah. So that's a 3.
3?
It's
Okay.
halved.
Alright. Takes 3 damage. So 47 damage. 47 HP is very full.
And he's gonna hide.
Bonus action high, go ahead and roll, brother.
Brother.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's one like high for this stuff.
Nice.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
he's
a part
gone.
of the game, bro.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's a +8, so regardless.
It's all good
What
because
are
I'm
the
not really
goblins
focusing
doing?
on you anyway. I'm focusing on you, little fuck
I
first.
don't
What
do
are the other
it.
goblins doing? Are one of them taking the acorn?
3?
Goblins!
No.
Oh shit!
No, so
You should. Ask Caleb. You should.
Yeah, but
I'm not playing them.
you can't.
Right? I'm not saying you're
Alright,
right.
so
I am
he's
Caleb.
gonna-
You're right.
Since I have 3, so one of them is gonna go for Stan again, and this is the one with
Okay.
the regular blade.
So are they taking? So you can flank, so you can have advantage on both attacks. You can flank Stan to have advantage.
You want
2 would.
Exactamundo.
Only 2.
Okay.
That's the point.
Roll with advantage with both of them.
Only 2. Alright.
1, and then roll again for the advantage.
Garbage.
That might hit.
16. Wait.
16 hits.
16.
16 hits.
Yep.
Yeah.
16.
Alright,
Alright, so they
roll
would,
for advantage on the other one again.
they would both go around Stan.
Go ahead and roll again.
It would have to be the one that has
The
the
lowest
sword. He has the special sword.
Yeah,
So-
there's 2 that have the special sword. So both 2 that have the sword are going after Stan.
Okay.
The third one is a normal.
That hits.
That hits.
Both of them hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay.
That is a.
This is like our battle theme, like our boss theme every
Legit,
time.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
great. Never gets boring.
Never ever.
That's terrible.
That's fine. That's
That's how they go.
Them sound like dice rolls, bro.
So
That's pretty good.
Nah,
How
still
do you
pretty
have
bad.
that? You can't have 7.
You can.
Poison damage is full, so
But
it
then
would
again-
be just straight 1. Straight 1 damage for the poison.
Oh, yeah. So both with the short sword
D6s,
blades,
2Ds.
it was actually a 6 because I calculated all damage and it was a 12.
So 12 minus 7 plus 7, 8. It'll make 8 damage. So he is now down to 41.
I did the
HP.
modifiers.
And that's half. So
That's
8
half.
damage half.
Yeah, so 40. Wait, 8 damage halved? Okay, hold on.
No, he said it's already halved.
It's already halved.
So 8 damage half?
8 damage.
With the half?
With the half, it's
with the
already
plus
halved.
1 for each.
All
8 damage is already half.
All of it.
With the plus 1 poisons?
Huh?
Okay.
He rolled like garbage.
Oh, so,
It was-
so
it
he's
was-
actually so he's at 41.
Yeah,
He's at 41
it was
HP.
garbage. It was
Okay, that's
And the
that
bricks.
happens. That happens. It's neither here nor there. All right.
They're rolling damage.
I need to make
they're
sure to
rolling
keep
attacks
rolling
high.
So
what it
you
seems
have
like.
one more goblin
Yep.
to attack with.
He's gonna be.
You would not just straight roll for that one.
Is that the one that's feared?
He doesn't have any special damage.
Oh, the one that's feared, it would actually have disadvantage. So
Yep,
you-
where he has disadvantage.
Yeah,
42.
because she's still within sight.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. He goes, I'm gonna. Ah!
Okay.
Breaks the cord.
Alrighty. So it would then be Sayosuke's turn. Which Sayosuke just stood in the middle, and he decided to take the dodge action. No one attacked him.
Sayosuke would
He
fucking
goes
scare
up,
me too, dude.
and he actually grapples. Oh, he just goes to kill the goblin because he has advantage.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Natural 20.
That hits.
I wanted
That
to
is.
say it's dead,
You can just
but I'm just gonna roll
go ahead.
for the sake of
Doing it.
natural 12, 24 plus
Max damage?
24.
God,
plus
that's gross.
30. He literally slices that bitch in half. Literally like butter.
does
Just
this happen?
the great axe just goes straight through him and just filet mignon. Blood squirts, jettisoning out of this tiny little goblet in this tiny little form. Armor scattered throughout the floor. His body's entrails just come spilling out of his body.
Insane.
Grab it.
Very graphic.
No,
As
grab
he
it.
takes his partner's shoulder and he moves up. You're next!
Yep.
As he just swings it straight over his left side.
Sounds like it just looked like it was puzzling.
Normal goblin?
He's posing for the next
Bodybuilder
Normal- Kill the normal
magazine.
goblin. Yeah, so you
Please.
still have your swords. Okay. Oh
Please.
God. So you still
job.
have 2 acorns left. Remember that.
Yep.
We still have 2 acorns left, nigga.
Then Sand goes for a reckless attack.
Hell yeah, that's my boy. Big ass. Remember, you have to add this the growth, the fact that he's
He's
big.
still.
Does he still miss?
Nope.
Does he hit?
No, he actually misses. They
How?
all have leather armor.
Yep.
But does he? Is it calculating the growth? The growth.
Mhm, yeah.
Damn, that fucking sucks, man. Oh well. I'm still hoping to God it helps eventually.
You know, like, I love this battle, but it's gonna make me feel like shit if we win.
No,
If you guys win.
just barely hits.
He does?
Just barely hits.
Oh, thank God.
Just barely hits. 1d12. 1d12 coming at him.
Yeah,
And then you add.
Natural 8. He slices down one of these motherfuckers, slicing across his face diagonal, just literally chopping from his face to his shoulder. One of his arms splinters offwards,
It's
spiraling
a
into the air,
giant man.
falls straight down to the floor. The other two
Yep.
goblins are just like, ah! And then the dandelion's turn. The dandelion
And there's a
goes,
wolf too.
So that's
the
one
wolf,
of the swords.
The wolf is way back there.
I know.
So
That's
he
one
just
of the-
dashes.
there's a wolf
He just
too.
dashes. I understand.
That's one of the slime swords. Yep.
He's fucking
Um,
dashes, Caleb. Okay.
He actually, the wolf misses. The dandelion misses. So.
Okay, that's fine.
Dandelion comes in for a paw strike. He goes for another strike. He has multi-attack.
He has multi-attack!
He hits the fucking second time. Does not kill this goblin outright, but slashes across his chest, burrowing straight into it. Just you can feel the razor sharp leaves that you once knew as being a friend, just scraping straight across your chest. Just
Hey, they've brainwashed
you
me.
hear inside of your head, since you can speak. Still,
Mm-hmm.
these animals, these creatures. Persia shall rise again! And that's it.
need to
All you hear
write
is just a
down.
line word.
You need to write that down. Right?
Persia shall rise again.
Persia?
Yeah.
Shall I rise
write
again?
that down.
Okay. I mean, yes.
And we move on from.
I don't even need to write shit down. I
How
listen
many-
to this shit.
How much HP was that?
That
Our
was
damage.
just.
Sorry.
Oh, for the one combo?
Yeah.
Fortune shall rise again.
4 damage, so he has 2 HP left.
Oh, I might start worshiping
Sorry,
Persia.
3 HP
3.
left.
Okay.
But
Why are we sharing
most
this one
likely.
stupid pen?
Who knows?
I'm gonna grab one.
Yeah, I had 2 for us. I don't know where it went.
That one was the one I was using because I
I
remember.
think I have
getting
one.
off.
That's
Oh,
the
that's
one.
right.
Because you. Okay.
I don't remember.
I gave you the book of.
Oh yeah, I started writing shit. I'm blessing it.
I was. Oh.
I just blessed it.
I was cheersing.
I just blessed it just now.
Oh.
You shouldn't have done that then.
This is good. I like meeting to the side for this. Okay, let's just
Dude,
do
this
it
is
every
epic.
once in a while.
This is fucking epic. I love this. Fucking love this right now.
This is great. This is
an
D&D.
interesting- It's an
Really
interesting
nice.
fight.
Yeah.
It's an interesting fight.
It's a concept that we didn't think about before that's now happening.
Exactamundo.
Because I'm having
PC
fun.
controlled NPCs.
I was running in Gemini Springs, right? So as I was jogging and stuff like that, I was literally acting out what my voices should sound like with people walking their dogs. They were scared.
I bet. Makes sense.
'Cause I was like,
I eat it! I will eat it! I'll eat your dog!
I'm gonna get the shinies.
You too!
Okay, so yeah.
I'm fucking nerd.
So that's enemy's turn.
Yep.
That's Shinsuke. It would be
It's everybody's.
Pimpin's turn and your turn.
Okay. What's the other fire spell he has? There's Agonizer, Scorcher, and then what is the other one?
Damn, he has so much.
Firebolt, probably, most likely. Makes sense.
Firebolt's a cantrip, though.
Yeah, exactly.
He actually didn't take that as a cantrip. He took only
Only
close-up
melees.
spells, which is fucking stupid,
He
but you
has
can't
no
change him.
HP.
That's my point. You remember?
Yeah, for sorcerers, that's so
Sucky.
As the character who built him makes sense.
Yeah, he was
does.
just fucking around.
Exactamundo.
Because, you know,
That's
He
it.
doesn't know the game in general.
He was just choosing random shit.
Exactly.
There's nothing bad about it. Just look
Firebolt
at
is
it.
always a go-to spell for everyone.
I found it. I found his character sheet
what's
with his
max
spells.
HP?
I have
So what's his actual max HP though?
It's like a 32.
Is it worse?
I think this is without the. This is like level 3
Yeah, this is.
because
not
there's no
level
way he has
4.
14. That would
Oh,
be
so
garbage.
Base HP then.
It's not
We
level
will
4.
say base. We won't roll for him because we're not him.
Exactly.
So
That's
D6,
fine.
so it's 4 plus what's his con?
0.
Holy shit! That's why.
Yep.
Oh my god! So it must be plus 4. He actually has 18 HP.
Yeah, he has 1 less than you.
Oh my.
That made me
Goblin.
drunk. That made me drunk as fuck hearing that.
Oh my goblin. He is a goblin. He's basically a goblin.
Yeah.
Anyways, we move on.
Okay, burning.
What is his turn?
Can he burning hands?
You'd have to move very close. He is super far.
Which bolt?
Which bolt?
That was-
He's
He's far. He's far.
Which one are you making it on? Main gobbo, extra gobbo.
I want him to kind of like focus on the main gobbo.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have him focus on the main
Straight
gobbo.
roll. Be
That
18
is-
AC.
Literally just hits 18.
Ooh, look at that. Go ahead and roll for the damages, bro.
The one all the way in the bottom, Trixie. Correct? Trapped?
Yes.
Okay.
Trixie would be rolling with disadvantage on anything she has, unless of course it's just a saving throw for you guys, which would suck.
That is 7 damage.
7 damage. You are now down to 20 HP.
Main?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Unless you are using
Reaction.
your reaction. Redirect attack.
No, no, no!
You literally go over to one of the goblins, you grab them by the head, and you literally fling them straight into the direct path of the witch bolt, shattering and they
Yeah.
just get electrocuted, shock, falling down to the ground. And you are safe as fuck. You can use their bodies technically to do the redirect attack.
You gonna tell me I can reaction every time I can check? Oh, goddamn it! Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
right.
it doesn't say it has to be alive.
I read it
Move
too
back.
to make sure.
Yeah. it
Get
doesn't
back,
say
get
it has
back.
to
You
be
don't know
alive.
me like that.
That's so crazy.
That's
It doesn't, they don't have to be
broke.
alive.
It's broke.
Yeah, it's really broken.
Yeah, it is.
Are you a girl?
The
main
one with
goblin.
the headband?
Yeah, you choose whatever. That's up to you, buddy.
Are you a girl?
It's not a girl.
Every character have to have a fucking swinging ass dick.
Yes.
God damn it!
We all men after all.
Do you have a dick? Are you a man?
No,
Well, then, after
I'm
all.
just the voice that he already gave was that of a male.
No,
You
it could be a girl.
You can choose whatever.
You killed two that were already a girl. Because I've been flip flopping, but the male,
What?
the main is a male.
You can choose
I think you're
whatever.
just
It's up
making
to you.
shit up, but that's okay.
I really don't care.
I don't care one way either. That's why I'm just like,
This eye!
And you also have a javelin too, which is a 30 feet range. But your sword is probably better than that. At this point.
That one's a 20.
so he uses mage hand, and he's gonna pet the wolf and be like, "Good boy."
I am the best.
That's what he does. That's his. That's his.
Yeah.
That's his turn.
Okay.
Since he has no good cantrips, that's what his cantrip is.
Demi wolf?
Perfectly fine. The
Yes,
wolf
all-
moves up.
Demi wolf?
Wait, you already did the bonus. You already did.
I did, didn't
You
I?
already made it
I
go.
did Dandelion and everything. Okay.
Yeah. So it's now at the
Top of the
battlefield.
round. Top of the
No,
round.
my turn.
I
Because
just need
I
to
need to
know.
go
Hey,
straight.
you haven't gone yet.
Demi wolf?
No, just the wolf. The regular wolf. Regular
We only
wolf.
summon regular wolves.
Okay.
You don't summon dire wolves. I'll be too okay.
I'm going to use my movement
Okay.
to get back up off the ground.
Okay. So you
So
use half
awesome.
movement. That's 15 feet right there. Boom.
That's my movement to get off the ground.
Okay.
And now I can use an action
Yes, you can, sir.
to
What you gonna do?
main gobbo.
What you trying to do? Nothing. What you gonna do? Nothing.
Okay,
It's
what was
intense.
your-
Is there goblins?
What was your DC to beat? Was it past her
It's
passive
high.
perception?
It's high.
Wait, he passed way over 20 though.
Okay. So
It's
I think,
really
yeah, we established
high.
that. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
you
real high.
wouldn't know that he's there. So all you see is charred goblins. Everything's dead, but the main.
Yeah, the
but main
cloak. The
goblin.
cloak really does it too. So
So you see everything but the main goblin.
17.
So you have no clue what's going
I
on.
use my drow
Okay.
instinct
17.
to cast fairy fire again.
You do not see it. But as you start scouting out ahead, you try to visualize where the goblin was seen last. You don't see it.
Ah, you bitch!
Alright, I'm gonna hold my action for firebolt whenever I see him.
All right, that's perfect.
All right.
So top of the round, which is the goblins, which is goblin, quote unquote one. What do you choose to do? Are you running? Because you can flee this scenario.
They haven't
Flee
even
this
fucking
whole
hit me.
scenario.
Yeah.
You have the chance to do so. Bonus action, disengage, action, dash.
Okay.
What are you doing? Are you continuing this for a whole arc, or are you just gonna allow it to die?
Okay. So, all right. So what he's
Okay.
gonna do is
listening.
he's going to slash with the demonic sword, one,
Okay.
and then he's
Whom?
going to
Whom?
hide. Whom?
Whom?
Who are you attacking?
He's going to hit Trixie.
Okay.
You could just say that he was gonna hit Trixie to begin with.
Nope.
Right?
I really couldn't.
You
Yes,
could
you
have.
could.
Go
Yes, you
ahead.
could. All right.
What? Roll for attack.
I really
attack.
could. I really couldn't.
With advantage, since he's in the trap.
What is
All right. So that is a 17.
shield?
Shield misses. as you slice through her, you see the gelatin-like goop just stretching across the land. And as she does that, she casts instinctively, feeling the presence of the goop coming towards her.
Okay.
Just shatters everywhere.
You cannot do this forever!
And then he hides.
Okay,
Okay, roll for stealth.
Roll.
Yes!
Is it a natural one? Because you would have it. You would have the maxi trait.
It's not a natural one.
Okay.
17.
17.
I can see him. That is my passive perception is 17.
Yep.
You are spotted
He gets,
by
he
everyone.
gets a +8. Yep.
By nothing, but none other than Trixie. Everyone else does not seem to know where you are.
Okay, so he goes.
All right.
I'm looking straight at you too.
That ends your turn.
He's tiny.
Search action, miss,
And all the
Search
goblins now.
action.
Yep.
find. Stan finds you
Okay.
with a natural 17.
Get him!
Okay.
But that's it. He can't do anything else.
He uses
stands
action.
there. He stands there.
He action.
And he says, Trixie, it's right here. Doesn't know that you already know that.
Right? And I
But
can't
he
say
says it
anything
anyways.
either. Because that's how D&D works. I can't say a
Exactly.
goddamn thing even though I'm just like...
As on your turn, you
For
end
some
up-
reason,
you open
I
your
cannot respond to
mouth, which
it.
is now your turn.
My turn?
There's no other goblins.
Yeah, there's no other goblins.
But the dandelion.
Yeah, and the wolf.
The dandelion and the wolf. Natural 20 for both.
That'd be a reaction for me too.
So you're swapping with one of the other goblins? Okay. So one natural 20, boom, misses completely. But the dandelion comes across with a slice.
There's too many natural
3
20s in this
damage.
episode.
You guys are hitting.
That's hilarious as fuck. That was just straight roll too.
I know,
Yeah.
I
That
bet.
was just
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
roll.
yeah.
Like, we've got at least 10 natural
2
20s
natural 20s
collectively.
straight rolls.
At least 10.
Without
the
a
good
net.
guys.
Straight fucking
I know, it's
rolls.
Just the
ridiculous.
good guys.
Oh my god. So, boom! The dandelion comes across you, slicing across your face, dealing just 3 damage.
No! No! You're supposed to be on our side!
I do not agree with your practices. He doesn't understand what you're saying, but you understand what he's slightly saying, just based on
You
his
go,
name.
rah,
Just
rah,
based
rah,
on the
rah,
fact
rah.
that he's pissed off at you.
Rah, 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 rah.
And it is now Ally's turns again.
I want to...
Help action is actually done by Seosuke. He does the help action. And what happens is, Stan goes over and normal attacks with a natural 15.
I,
8.
That hits. 8
9,
damage.
10, 11, 12 points of damage. And then he goes for another swing because he is raging, using his last rage point to get that 1 point of exhaustion that he has. And a natural 17 comes over him, and a natural 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, another 8 points of damage. So that is 8 plus 8, which is 16 points of damage. You are down by 16 points of
This is me?
health.
Because
Yes,
he
sir.
already did his reaction.
He already
We
did
see
his
the
reaction.
fuck out of
Can't
him.
do it
Can't do
again.
his reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Luckily, you dodged the first attack, which only did 3 damage.
So that was 16, you said?
Yes, sir.
16 damage. Where are you at?
I'm still good.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
As Stan comes in, barreling down, using Seosuke's help action, just coming across your face and chest, just tearing you up from the inside. As you reach back and you grab your sword and you're ready for another round of combat, as Trixie does what?
I walk up to him.
You are still inside the cage.
Yeah.
I am.
Cage is.
Can I get using stupidly, this is a weird way to get the fucking thing off me. Can I use Pimpin' Strength? Which is
So Pippin uses his action to lift you up.
uses the action to get the cage off of me.
Nothing but a short of a natural 17. So I will.
He actually
roll.
has bonuses.
Yeah, it does not die.
Okay. Yeah, nothing, like I said, nothing short of a natural 17. But
Bummer.
you.
Try it.
Good try. That would have been great, but
That is his action to try to lift you. Fails immediately.
And that's okay. Instead of what I was originally going to do, I am going to, since I see him, instead of trying to overcomplicate this shit,
Okay.
I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at second level.
Go right ahead, buddy. Will be disadvantage.
That's fine with me. That's bad. I don't hit.
Okay. You just hear evil magic, and from your hat, a chromatic orb is launched and just detonates from the side. Can't even really find and locate its targets.
Fireball. That hits. That's way over time.
With disadvantage.
Okay. Misses.
Okay.
Fucking sucks. Alright, and
Another firebolt is. You see the goblin finally just reaching, picking up his weapon, just gripping onto it with dear life.
alright, Pimpin's going now.
Pippin, that would be his action to lift. Does he have a bonus action though? Shadow Blade's still active.
yeah.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Straight roll.
Oh my God, it's so much.
It's what happens when you're the enemy.
This is what happens when you're the DM.
It's 24.
So
24.
great.
Go ahead and make your attack roll. It might be dead. You might be dead right here, buddy. Never. I told you to fucking use it, man. You should have used it.
You'll see.
That is a total of 10 damage.
Are you down?
Nope.
You're lucky as fuck.
Yep.
All right. It is now the wolf's turn.
Okay.
Wolf never attack.
I'm not down.
Natural 18 to hits. That is just one of its attack. Dealing 5 base damage, 7 damage, and then it gets a multi-attack. So, natural 10, 14 to hit, does not hit.
So it does.
7 damage.
It's not hit.
Knows how much? 7
7
damage.
And
First
one reaction?
Oh, you're using it? Okay. You toss one of the fucking goblin corpses.
Every time?
It fillets
Yeah.
minions it.
Yeah.
And
That one.
He has
is-
that reaction, so
Yeah.
fillets
Sucks.
minions it as you just
Anytime
desecrate
I
one of the
want.
fucking bodies and just.
Anytime.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, it's really super.
That
good.
one's fucking broken.
That's why he's the goblin boss. After
Yeah,
all.
that one's broken.
No.
I
Now it's
fucking
your
love
turn.
it. I'm loving this shit. I'm loving this shit, dude.
It's your turn.
Mhm.
Alright.
I was even hoping to God that, like, you know, I could use the shit that he put in strength to help me, but
I know, right?
God knows that wouldn't
See,
work.
you know, I thought about, like, being nice.
Don't be
Be
nice.
stupid.
Don't
yeah,
do it.
so
Why the fuck would you be
No,
nice?
remember, I told you I already have something planned.
Yeah.
If
So he's gonna
X,
go.
Y, Z.
He's gonna go.
Are you gonna bonus action to hide?
Oh.
Oh, you're acorning.
He's
Okay.
eating it.
All right.
He's fucking eating it.
You just see. As this goblin transforms into a squirrel-like being, its armor outright stretches and fits to its form as its claws grows and rakes across the floor,
This is classic though.
picking up a gravel of dirt, crushing it in its hand and sprinkling it on the floor like ashes.
Holy shit, Valinor. It's crazy.
It's gross. You got all the damage. It's
And-
gross.
And then.
And then that's an interaction. So you have your bonus action still.
The
and
pelt.
your action. So you will pelt it. Okay. As it
yeah.
puts on this wolf pelt that it had, you get an extra 12.
Sick. He's fucking
You
sick.
get extra 12 HP for
Okay.
being in wolf form.
Yeah.
And you get
Makes
multi-attack. As your bonus action, you equipped the pelt that Maxie had on him, using and turning into a small wolf form shape. 14 AC, 12 HP.
Okay.
As you rush forward, what are you doing?
Write everything down.
You get a +6 to hit. Since you're squirrel wolf form.
Bashing himself.
And you get a +10 reach if you use your tail. This is fucking nuts.
So in a
I'm
sense,
going to change it up a little bit.
she's kind of still closest to me.
Stan and Shadowscape.
Hold on.
Well, technically Shinsuke, but you know.
I'm seeing who I'm attacking first. Alright, so I'm attacking.
Shinsuke?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Oh, fucking hell.
Straight roll.
19.
19 hits. Using tail lore. Okay. He has to make a strength saving throw. He fails. Go ahead and make
Okay.
a d6 plus a d8. As you pull him forward with your vicious tail.
D8, please, my friend.
No. I want you to kill me. Here you go. No, it's a D10. Yeah. There you go. 3.
How much altogether? Damage?
7.
Is that 10?
7.
7 altogether? Okay, so you wrap around Shinsuke's leg and drag him, plopping him backwards onto his feet, dragging him as your spikes from your tail spike outwards, and he gets up and he grabs the ground, gravel streaking behind him as he gets up and he's readying his axe just for you.
And then,
You get multi-attack with this, so you
You
make
get to go
one attack.
again.
I could.
You should. That's what the point is.
So
But the second one would be at disadvantage.
can he multi and hide, or he would just be able to hide?
You already you actioned,
Because he put on
acorn,
the yeah.
bonus action, pelt.
Okay.
So you can't bonus action again.
So you can just do another extra attack.
That's the only thing you got.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
You are now going to be revealed regardless.
Lowest.
That's a 13.
13 does not hit as
Not hit? Alright.
he glances using the peripheral, using his vision. He just anticipates an attack from your claws, reaching outwards, and you just deflects it. It is now Allies' turns. Dandelion goes. Dandelion
Crazy looking.
He starts sprouting his legs across, matting himself almost straight to the floor. He starts wiggling his tail, making a con save.
He's a wolf goblin.
+2. Your con save now.
Okay.
Straight roll up.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Okay, you have disadvantage
That's
on all
bad.
attacks.
That's less than 10.
He
regardless.
just starts
Yeah, disadvantage on all
wiggling
attacks.
his tail around in the air. You see the dandelion spores
Yeah.
just come across you and just rapid fire, just disintegrating all the dandelion spores in your air. And
I'm in
he
love with
takes
this
a
thing.
stance.
It's really
He takes a
crazy.
stance sprawled out across the floor, looking at you. Just
You do not know yourself.
yeah, disadvantage on all attacks.
That
As
is
until
the cutest
end
thing
of
on the
your
planet.
your
It
next
warms
turn.
my heart how fucking cute that is.
So, Mr. Scrimjaw says, you are food.
18 to hit, buddy.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage. Gets
10?
dealt to you. 10 points of damage, yes, sir.
Alright, I'm okay.
That is just from Shinsuke. Sayosuke comes up as well.
Yeah, it's trying to hit you.
Very
Very hard.
20 to hit. Comes up with a D4 damages, and does a base 4, 5, 6 points of damage. You are reverted back to just a squirrel form as you get raked across the chest. Don't forget you have an 18 strength, an 18 dex, and an 18 con, so don't forget that shit. Alright, so
Okay. Still.
get raked across the chest.
Yeah! Goblin form.
Goblin squirrel form.
Goblin
Anyways,
squirrel form, not
regardless.
goblin squirrel wolf.
Oh no.
Alright.
So regardless, you are down. You're
That's all
back
I
to
need to know.
you're back to your previous HP, whatever you were at before you turned.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you are now at that and just.
You guys are.
You see Shinsuke actually.
Did you say we're fox?
He
I got a lot of
he
HP.
He takes a point of advantage where if someone went to be diagonal to him specifically, they would get advantage. He did not use advantage on his attack, so it is now Pippin's turn.
I only have one spell slot left. So, I plan on making use of that.
Heard.
But that's for Trixie. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
For Pimpin, he has plenty.
So Pippin and Trixie, go ahead and what are you guys doing?
Pimpin, I want him to do the same thing. I want
And
him.
miss completely. So.
I want him to lift me up so I can finish this fucker off. So I want him to try and lift the cage again.
Lift the cage up. Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check. Nothing short of natural 17.
It's not that bad, if I'm being honest. It's actually good.
Go.
Because he actually has proficiencies and stuff.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Okay,
So
let's do
17.
17. Boom!
Barely
He
hits
holds
it.
it straight above his head. He has to stay there, using his full action just to remain, keep it open.
I won't forget this. As he's doing that, that's Trixie. I run out and I'm going right for this fucker.
Okay.
You're not the only motherfucker with a lot of HP, bitch. As
What's HP? As he slides,
Yeah.
misses completely with Sandos.
So pretty good. Yeah.
it's one last second level spell. So I've used all my first level spells, just fucking wearing them the
Indeed.
fuck out.
Indeed.
And I got one last second level, so I'm going to walk up to you
Huh?
and I'm going to Dragon Breath.
Okay.
And I'm using ice damage.
Alright, Shinsuke is ready for this shit.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go!
Natural 5, he is burnt up. Okay, reaction. He uses one of the goblins, putting it right in front of him, so he would have advantage on a dodge roll. Whenever he comes back.
So he would have advantage on a dodge roll against me?
Yes.
So he puts it in the middle, but like as I...
Yeah. So
the potential still hits him.
It still hits him, but he'll just have advantage.
Okay. On like half damage potentially?
Yeah.
Okay.
So most likely still, he's probably dead.
We'll see though. We'll see. It depends on how much damage I roll.
Indeed. Exactly. Go ahead and just roll the damage now.
That's what I'm doing now.
So I'm sure it's enough to kill him at this point.
Let's see what happens.
All ones?
I got a 6. I got a 6. And I got a 5.
Woo! 6. Well,
I did.
17.
I did 17
Half
damage.
damage. Woo!
This is just my day, I guess.
So when he comes back, he has to roll for his death saving throw with advantage, but he's. So it would be, yeah. Yeah, you'd probably just still die anyways. You have a +4 for your death save, your deck save, but you're probably still dead regardless.
I have enough HP still. Because he rolled a.
Regardless, go ahead and make a
12.
roll, buddy. Make a roll with advantage.
Okay. He rolled a 12 and an 11.
It's 17 altogether.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's still okay. You still
He's
want me to
looking
roll?
okay, he's not looking perfect though.
He had 20 left.
Oh wait, it's fire damage too, right?
And
It's
it's fire
ice.
damage.
It's ice.
Size damage.
Ice
So
damage.
you can change Dragon Breath.
I can choose between poison, ice, fire, and that's the 3 choices I have.
Oh,
I know that's
so
true
it's not
for
even
sure.
half. So you're just taking half.
Just
Go
half.
ahead and make your dex save. If you don't pass in general, you're just dead. That's a 17 natural.
How much damage is that total? He has 20 HP
17.
left.
I did 17.
Uh, 15.
15?
He has 20
What's your
HP
AC?
left.
My AC?
Yeah.
My AC is actually 16.
Yeah, it's
So,
pretty high.
yeah, you take 17 points of damage as.
And he already did the
A
reaction, didn't
roaring
he?
ice. Oh yeah, he did avoid a lot of damage using that. So luckily for him,
Yep.
Goblin Boss, bro, Goblin Boss.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
And
you're
then,
low HP basically, and are you cantripping Fireball?
you know I am.
Okay, with advantage. Yep, straight roll. Sorry,
It's okay.
straight roll.
So 13 plus my proficiency, which is 14, and plus my spell modifier, which is 4, which is 18 total.
Just hits. Go ahead
Just hits.
and make that attack roll.
Just hits.
Just barely hits.
This is
9
fire.
damage.
9 damage. How do you want to do it?
I want to blow straight through his head.
Okay, you so you're killing him.
Well,
Okay,
actually,
reactions, no reactions.
can I
work?
No
not?
reactions. You're
Like-
So
leaving your
instead
body.
of just blowing through his head,
it would kill him regardless.
it would kill him regardless. That's what I was
It's
thinking
magic,
too.
yeah.
Like if it's magic, then it's going to kill him regardless of going through his head.
Okay, you
Right.
as you're just coming on, you have your sword drawn, your cape
Feels good.
shielded straight over your body. You come forward, embracing this attack. It flings straight past the curtain draped over your face. You choose to use the ambulance as well to have that half damage.
Yep.
So,
For sure.
as you do, actually,
Does he live still?
he lives.
Okay, that's
to have
fine.
the half damage, so he
That's
has
fine.
1 HP. He's holding on to like 1 HP as he comes
I
forward.
don't have much items left.
He gets buffeted back. Barely hanging on by
Oh, not
a
even.
thread.
Thread doesn't exist. This is like a minute spiders.
It is your turn.
It is his
What are
turn.
you doing?
Are you going out with a blaze of glory,
Are you
or are you running?
bonus action disengaging and action dashing?
Yep.
Okay, you actually go to your little hidey hole, your little
It's flame.
escape pattern, your escape path that only you know about. You go behind, you slam your hand on the back of the throne, and below you, a hole small enough for a goblin to squeeze straight through. You flex your body inwards and outwards, inside, and you escape. Living yet again another day, and the DM has to go pee-pee.
Yeah, dude. Hardcore.
As Maxi's body tied up straight into the right side of the corner of the room, stripped naked of all of his bearings. You start to come to consciousness.
Go ahead.
How fucking lucky are you?
Go ahead. Let's call that the episode.
No,
What? No?
that
Okay.
is not the episode.
Alright. Jesus. Jeez. I meant the first episode. Part 1. 2.
We're just
No?
continuing.
Alright, fuck.
I'll cut it if I want to cut it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
So he's just.
Naked and chilling, man.
He is.
We don't have enough time to do another episode anyway.
I think he just has the when we talked about it. He just has the bear hat.
Well, you can easily.
That's the only thing that fixating him.
We're going to easily pick up everything the goblins had on them.
Mm-hmm.
That is just left behind, but that is all we have of all of our belongings of previous nature because of the fact that Maxie got captured. And now this goblin is OP, his own fuck bitch.
They used half.
Half the items, yeah, because
They used
we
half the items.
basically whittled you down to the point where you couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. They used half the items. So the only thing
I'm
left.
sorry, folks at home. Goblin's actually just dead. Because even if you did have that, it would only be fire damage. She used cold damage specifically, so you're dead. As you actually take
That's
this
the end of the
blast,
episode.
If you actually take this blast
Sick
straight to the
if he
face,
survived.
like a Super Saiyan mega charged up ice punch. Straight to the face, a clod of ice just hits you. Boom!
How much?
Max damage 9. You're dead. You go down immediately, hitting the floor, thudding your head against the what seems to be a small podium. As you slam your fist on this exit, you actually just fall back. Just boom, your head laying blissfully against the surface of the opening. As your eyes roll to the back of your head. Deceased.
Would have had.
Deceased.
Would have had 1 HP left.
You do not have 1 HP left.
Okay.
It was 9 damage.
The DM is God.
You are dead.
Oh, fucking shit, dude. Yeah, you died, right? I mean, 9 HP would kill you?
Yes, if it wasn't half, if you had 1 HP. If you weren't, he said he had 1 HP if I was using the other thing, because he double half it.
Yeah.
So he would be immediately dead.
You're
Once the squirrel and the wolf went away,
dead. Squirrel form... Squirrel doesn't give you any extra HP. It just...
but the wolf did.
The wolf. The wolf was 12 HP and that
I
was
had
it.
20 left.
So...
Yeah, he used that pretty high.
So you get 10 damage before that. Because of the sorcerer.
Yes.
And then another 9. You would actually have 1 HP.
No,
Still.
because of the fucking firebolts. You guys are, because if you're counting that damage, then that would be the firebolt damage as well, which you guys aren't
Firebolt would have
calculating.
been halved.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
But
he
you had
had
calculated the half.
he had the
Exactly. Which when you calculated the half,
he had
then
cloak and amulet.
Oh no, he would actually still be fucking alive.
whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I really don't care one way or the other. Whether the
Yeah,
fuckers
he
are alive or
does
not, I
escape
did what I
from it.
I did what I
He
needed to
escapes from it.
do.
Exactly.
If he lived, he lived.
So regardless, you escape.
It was enough
Yeah.
just to seem like
God,
he died,
I don't care.
Yeah.
but just enough for him to escape. So I'm gonna roll 3 times, and 10 higher would be that he left the items, and 10 lower would be that he wouldn't.
Because he's scared as fuck. Because he is scared as fuck.
He dropped everything and fucking ran. But you're the DM.
Firebolt would have been half damage. I didn't calculate. I'm assuming you're calculating your damage.
And I
He's
did.
not.
He had 1. He had just 1. If you did fire. If you did fire. If it was all like ice or poison.
You did ice. No, you did full ice damage.
No,
Yeah,
full
if,
ice damage.
yeah, if it was full ice, then it'd be
Because
different.
you guys halved the dragon
Yeah.
breath, and I rolled a 10 on the dragon breath or something.
Yeah, but that's full damage though, since it was ice.
Yes.
So that's
Ice
no.
is
You
full.
would, yeah. You'd be dead. You'd be dead. You'd be dead. You'd be dead. All right.
So
yeah,
is he dead or
you're
alive, DM?
You're dead.
Yeah.
You are dead.
Flat out.
No more ifs, ands, or buts about it. The guy's dead.
Yeah, because if he, I'm glad that he didn't. Because if he survived,
I mean, it would just be a big NPC.
It would just be another guy who we'd have to worry about.
And then
Exactly.
again, who knows? Because This shit is. The items are fucking ridiculous.
It is.
DM says he's dead, so I'm going to just go with
Oh my god, that was a fucking.
that. And we can't cut an episode right now because of the fact we don't have that much time left anyway.
That was
To do another
episode.
episode.
That was a thing.
So what I'm going to do is now looking at Maxie, I'm going to be like, guys, I am dragged the fuck out. Please make sure that whatever's going on around while I go and grab Maxie, if there's any traps.
Super tired. As Sam just looks at you, he's just like
Take a rest
a
then.
wave of fatigue is just washing over his face.
Sit down and take a break. And I go over and before I even untie Maxie, I turn him around as he's naked and I look at him straight in his face and I'm like, you are the biggest hypocrite I have ever met in my life.
I'm not there.
Yes. Oh, is he unconscious?
He's unconscious, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought he was just tied up naked.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna wake him up.
Slap him.
I'm slapping him around, kicking him around.
Alright, you eventually. Nande na mic.
And I turn him around so he can see me in my face, and I literally say, you are the biggest hypocrite I have ever met in my entire life. You can't make a big speech about, oh, I do this for the party, and then leave the party behind. Now, we're in a shit situation. Either way, you're perfectly fine, and I sit him up as he's tied up naked. I don't untie him yet.
Mm-hmm.
I pull him towards the cave, and I have him listen.
Oh! It's about to be
And I am telling you guys right now, I am very nervous about this because this is something I've never done before. I get a little jitters. If it sucks, but I'm still gonna do it and put myself out there.
Who cares?
Yeah, listen. So like, I just wanna personally say, as at Jack the Hopeful here on Instagram, like, I love these guys. Like, I'm so grateful that I've met these two people here at Captain Caribou and Lambo's son. Like, so excited. Like, we're giving you things that literally come from the piece of our minds, that come into an imaginary concept that you can listen to with your eyes closed, in a meditative concept. And I'm just happy that I've met these guys as friends. So this is just me saying as gratitude that I'm so antsy. It's just that
The beat
too.
is from a famous song that most people know anyway. But I took a couple of lyrics that I thought were good, but other than that, I tried my best to make it my own.
So on the next episode, we're gonna have a special thing coming to you. So at that point, we'll probably hit 100 followers on our Instagram, which we have a special reward. We'll also have another special reward for our podcast.
Good. All right.
So please. Look at our Instagram. We are AC_2high, and we are YouTube AC_2high.
I understand that you're struggling with so much, and I understand the fact that you probably put a lot of in this world, but you're probably using the best. We're dealing with a vault. And I know what you were telling me. You're looking for a reason, right? You're looking already. And all I want to do is allow us to work as a team. So maybe before that, Jack listens to something and understands what you're dealing with. I am the drone who was killed by your hands. I struggle for life and existence, and still here I stand. You are lost. I'm the way. I'm the body. Build the clay. Another clay's got something to say. Okay, you can never check me, so check this. Just standard for right and wrong. Cause me, I am the checklist. I am right. Wrong is whatever you're left with. I am life. You without me is a death is. Messy and tricky. No, you're living a dream. The fact of the matter is, you are never part of this team.
sneaking off, getting drunk, start a feeling, cause a scene. That's how you represent history. You say I made mistakes, you mistaken me. You spit lies up to men who would murder me. You put lies over lies that you didn't create. Then feel away, cause I don't feel a part of the team. The real question is what you living like. And the punishment is, man, what you die tonight hasn't been playing games, calling names, not the same. It's the only way you live at night. Right? You got a team that needs you to be a man. We expect you to trust us when you need a helping hand. We want to know what you're up to, because I know that you love me, right? So trust that I love you.
Oh, I fucking teared.
He-Man ho!
I am not. That was the shit. Alright?
That's what you got spit to your face, Max.
I don't even know what to say.
That's what you got
If
spit
that
to your
happened
face.
to his face
That
right
happened.
now,
That happened.
he's
This
fucked up.
is canon. This is canon.
He's fucked up.
This
I need
is
to
canon.
write. I don't even know.
This is canon.
Oh my god.
This happened.
I thought I was gonna change before.
Everyone else is like, oh, especially Shinsuke and Seosuke, like,
Oh my god. He fucked me up.
Oh my god! Yo, you just got dissed the fuck out so
Yo,
much.
and he said. She said,
Yes!
I love you too. Oh my god, that's it.
I didn't hear none of that. I just heard, yo, I got a checklist. Can you check this?
That was really good.
Bitch, you just got dissed the fuck out, son. Damn, homie. And on top of that, Goblins almost killed you, dude. What a punk bitch.
He's fucked up.
At this point, I untie him. That was very, like, for me, just hearing my own voice, it makes me cringe. So, no matter if it sounded good or bad, I felt like it was cringe. Was
it
it?
was fucking funny.
That was fire.
That was the point. It was supposed to be funny.
It was good.
Died.
It was perfect.
That was really
It was
good.
perfect.
That was like.
It was
Yes.
momentai, Kai. Momentai.
It was so good.
I
That was
fucking hate
intertwined
Digimon, but
into the
I
Yes, it
remember
is.
that one quote. Momentai, Kai.
It was
Momentai.
interwoven into the story so
Oh, yeah.
well.
Like I said, I did take a
That my
couple of
character's
lyrics
fucked up.
from a previous version of the
Doesn't
song.
matter.
Because I knew that they would work in this scenario.
I didn't notice.
I mean, you don't know the song, do you? Exactly.
No, I didn't even listen because
You just heard the ill lyrics being spit at
man, you
you.
fucked him up, man. He was already like fucked up.
Yes, I did.
That's fine. I mean, that's part of it.
But now with the rhyme, he's like way.
It would have been that, or you guys would have just been captured and enslaved.
Does he need HP?
That's
I'm chugging it. I'm giving him an HP.
That's why when you were like ringing him around, he didn't say nothing.
There's an
You
HP.
got that one
Potion.
HP.
Yeah, he's at one.
His short rest doesn't count for him. since
0-1.
He wasn't able to recuperate. So.
Yeah,
There you go. There's a potion.
He's at like 0-1.
That was nuts, dude. That was.
I worked.
good.
I worked for hours
That
on
was
that.
knocking fun.
I worked on hours
Yeah,
for that.
see, that's why like we need to put the rap in its own episode, just like the speech.
No.
Certain things like that need to be highlighted because they're so beautiful.
No.
I'm gonna cut your dick off.
Go ahead, try it, bitch. I dare you. Do you want to spy a bitch? Because I scare you. I'm a goblin
Listen,
motherfucker.
you're
I
black.
dare you.
All right, stop that. Yes, I'm serious.
That's what the
That
fuck
was
I
good.
thought. Beware you.
I really like
Because
that.
I'm a bear, because I tear you. Straight through your apparatus, I scare you.
He touched
I
me.
said scared twice, but I fear you. I'm a goblin motherfucker.
And he's dead as well.
Comprehensive.
You had strength. You had Winnie.
Okay, so I untie him. I give him health potion. I make sure he can stand, and then I
You do
don't
that?
give you any of your stuff back. I take everything,
Cops everything.
All right,
Cops-
so-
and you are left naked
All right.
with
You
nothing
got
else.
One acorn at least.
With an acorn that's probably stuck up your asshole.
Acorn. You have an acorn. You have the demonic swords. You have also 500 gold.
Yeah, they took everything.
500 gold. Okay.
Everything. They took
I'm just
everything.
letting them have a walk of shame, and then once basically
Alright, so-
we get to a point where we're all good and we're all in a safe spot, then I will discuss who gets what.
So you said you untied me?
Yes,
Alright, so.
you are naked, and you are. I put a health potion down your throat. You're fine. So 2d4 plus 2. You currently
Go
have
ahead.
8 HP.
It's good.
Do not
So-
fuck up by running away.
Shadows.
They seem disappointed. Thoroughly. Both of them. They don't communicate with you.
Okay.
Shit.
All they do is ask for control. And if you do not relinquish it, they stop talking. Which I'm assuming they're not relinquishing it because
Don't do that.
he rolls.
Do not relinquish control.
Three rolls.
That's a fucking stupid idea.
Alright.
As Maxie, would you do that? Fuck the rolls.
Yeah, the last roll says it. Because right now he's feeling.
That's not how he plays game.
Is that a 17?
That's how he plays it.
I don't
Don't
know.
follow his example. It's a bad
is your,
example.
what is your rules on this? Because I don't. Are you relinquishing? Or
You untied me and that was it?
I
And
untied you and I
healed
grabbed
me.
every item and I
Uh-huh.
healed you for 8 HP. And if you decide to give body control, I'm gonna let you know what happens right
Yeah,
away.
you're gonna kill me.
You're
You
gonna
wouldn't
walk
know- You
away.
wouldn't notice. You wouldn't notice.
I wouldn't notice.
Nope.
No.
They would not talk.
Okay.
It would just be.
Anyways, are you relinquishing control?
Are you relinquishing control? There you go.
Okay, there you go.
I was lucky.
Simple enough.
You make a decision based on you, not
Exactly.
not to die.
Not to
I, with voices, yeah, I have to do the dice.
You don't.
No,
You're
you-
choosing to.
You definitely do.
I choose to.
Okay, there you go. That's more.
That's what
direct.
I'm trying to get at.
That's more direct. There we go. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I just have to.
Anyways, yeah, it's just literally silence, dead silence in your head. After that, you just hear static, and the static is so loud. It's so freaking. It's making your teeth hurt, your ears hurt, but you can't pass out. It's not allowing you to pass out.
Okay.
They're making you endure this pain.
Okay.
They're forcing you to stay awake by consistently rattling and thrusting your brain, and you can feel it pulsating. They want you to suffer
Okay.
like they did.
He's fucking puking. Yeah, he's
Damn, brutal words from the DM.
puking. He's puking.
Yeah, you just see Maxie just losing his shit. He's
As
all
soon
over
as he
the
starts-
place.
He's definitely
flailing.
looking
He's
down. And
flailing. He's on the floor. He's rolling around. He can't.
I'm not giving him anything, but if he starts puking, I'll pat his back. That's about it.
He is not coherent enough to allow you to do so, so he keeps rolling and thrusting on the ground.
Jesus Christ. Twitching like a bug?
This looks painful.
so then he.
Can I help him then?
He rolls like
You
a
try.
bug, and then he pukes like he's like coming up, and then he rolls again. So he's just like rolling twice,
This
and then he
looks
slaps his face, and
very painful.
then
for
he
him.
rolls again, and then he and then he stands up.
and he falls right back down.
He's literally a
Yeah.
cartoon character. Holy
He
shit!
has absolutely no control of his bodily functions currently. You just see him flailing and wailing around.
And
Okay,
naked.
so I know what I'm doing.
Because there's hella dick.
I know what I'm doing. I go, I know how to fix this, and I grab him and I take him out to a corner on the side where no one can hear me. This is a conversation between the two of us. Just give us like a couple minutes.
You're talking like the things instead of
Shit!
How so? The thoughts?
Holy shit!
Well, if I speak, do I know that they can hear? Can I assume that they can hear me if I speak?
You're speaking, you're just rambling, you're babbling on. It seems that they don't.
If I do that, they would not be able to do that.
he's not relinquishing control, and you can tell that based on his actions.
And that's okay.
Wow.
Is there any way for me to be able to do detect thoughts
No.
right now?
Are you casting it? You have a spell slot for it. Is all.
I thought you were empty.
I am empty.
So he's
That's a no.
just flailing around.
He's gonna
like-
suffer then.
He's just floating around like a fish
That's
out of
a no.
water.
Alright, never
So-
mind. This isn't going to work.
So
I'll
when you
figure it
put
out
him-
later. And I
When you
start
put him to
crying.
the side,
It's just fish out of water.
he literally is smacking his head on the wall now.
I already know that.
Yeah.
I am assuming that you're acting like a complete buffoon.
He's
As he is, I'm still not going to give you anything. You are going to suffer along this route as I allow you to continue to suffer,
Oh, shit.
as I can't do anything about it. Otherwise, I would.
Okay.
Could I message?
So fucking beautiful.
And could they hear a
try.
message?
You try and you message. You hear 3 conflicting voices.
Okay.
One of Maxie's, one of the other passengers, and one of the other passengers.
Okay, so I can potentially communicate with them. So I'm going to message. So instead of just letting them suffer, I am going to message and be like,
Second voice. Second passenger. So
Okay.
the
You
main.
just hear. We're losing our shit up in here. I don't get what's going on, but all I know is that he fucking sucks.
okay. So I'm assuming that Maxie isn't going to tell me what happened. So
You can't talk right now. He's occupied.
what are you doing to him? What are you doing to him?
It's what we're all doing to each other.
You're in.
He's just contorting and twisting his face around. His mouth is moving, but words aren't coming out. You just hear everything projected in your head. And it's just. I can't take this shit.
Then just leave. Oh, what the fuck? What? Your existence is fucked up then.
That's third voice. Yeah.
Well, it looks like you guys are gonna have to try and figure out a way to get out of this. This is
Hard. Yeah.
This is funny as shit.
Now you know why I'm such a fucked up character.
No, that's not necessarily it. You
when I
can play
roll-
the character however you want. You're choosing to play him the way you are.
When I roll for them too.
Yeah, you just hear all that shit. It just continues.
Is there anyone up there who can give me a clear, concise answer?
Shit.
Do you need a handy? Do you need a do you need CPR? What do you need?
He is beyond understanding.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
You want to speak to that
Do not
one? Only thing I can tell you.
get him whatsoever. He is detrimental to our existence in and of itself. I have never met such a being. Pure tyrants. The goblins were more capable of
The
understanding.
DM is going in. Holy
In
fuck.
comparison to him.
Something small. Give him something skinny.
Something small. Give him
Yeah,
something.
give him something small.
Like what?
It's his choice.
He just holds out his hand. He cups like a small spherical like hand imprint.
Can I give you a?
Other than that, everything was else was scrap. So
I'll give you a piece of pie. Try it out. It's not half bad. The fish pie.
fish pie.
There you go. There you go.
What happened was he was gone for so long. It hurts. It hurts to exist.
Keep it going.
You're gonna stop.
Yeah. Bad rolls.
And you just hear for hours.
I put the weed pipe in his mouth.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'm making him smoke pot.
No voices.
There you go.
Yeah.
Afterwards is just pure silence.
And then I start silently dragging him. Not dragging him, but making sure he's moving forward, and I'm just making sure that he's high the entire way.
Yeah, no,
You're gonna need
no
to.
voices whatsoever.
For the moment, I'm doing this. I'm not having you smoke all my fucking weed.
Oh, shit!
Oh, 5 kilos.
Fucking. That's so much.
It is. You last most of the
God, I've been trying to
Don't
find that
sleep
for years.
5 years.
most of the campaign setting.
Huh?
You're good though. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's definitely.
He's just
High.
mellow. He's
Yeah.
just mellow.
There you
There's
go.
no bad, no good, just mellow.
Alright, so I had to get that fucking shit
That was
to
the
stop.
insight that you had. Yeah.
I figured this one.
Alrighty, yeah, you guys press forward back to town.
God damn it, dude. He went in. Man, they went in on you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. No,
they tight.
Yeah.
They tilted.
Yeah.
They almost
since I
died.
passed, since I
They
passed
almost
out,
died,
they took
like-
control.
Yeah, that's true.
This was very close on the brink of death for them. They were just like, I ain't having that.
Eat that whole body up.
And then as soon as we leave the cave, I do go to the dandelion
Okay.
You
And
grabbed
I go-
everything.
Could-
and I say,
yeah, she grabbed it.
"Oh yeah, I have everything now. I made sure it went all to me. That way, I can distribute it the way I want to."
I know
And you
it's-
find an axe as well.
An axe, okay.
I know
Yeah.
it's halved. Yeah.
What is the? Do we know what the axe does, or just
You
know?
along the way start to attune to it. It's the axe of exasperation.
Was it like a great axe, or
Yeah.
just a great axe?
Mhm.
Well,
So-
then I know I'm probably giving that to my boy over
Oh
here.
yeah. So he'll know what it does because I already talked to him about it
Mm-hmm.
yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All
I was
right.
like, we're at work. We're here. I gotta talk to you right now.
As randomly
So he has that.
sounds-
So he knows what it is.
He
I don't
knows
need to
it.
know what it is.
Yeah.
I'd rather be
All right,
surprised.
good. Yeah. That's fucking.
Sweet, sweet, sweet salvation.
This
Woo!
this episode turned everything around.
This is an episode. This
It's
is
fun.
An
This
episode.
turned everything around.
This is an episode.
More like Maxie turned everything around. But you turned everything around.
For me, this is an episode.
So no matter
Yeah.
what, great axe, I am giving that to him regardless.
Main player role, yeah.
He has that now. That's like the only item I do give. Besides, I do give the ring of water breathing. I give that to Stan too. So he has the ring of water breathing.
Mhm.
He has the fire thing, the
Fire amulet.
the fire amulet, and he also has that great axe. So those are the 3 items that he would be currently attuned to.
So as you guys go back, you start to attune to the items in which you've chosen. Maxie is unattuned to all of the items currently.
Absolutely,
so
he's actually no clothes whatsoever. He's butt naked.
he is indeed naked.
This is so crazy, man. Cause like, all right, hold on. Cause the 3 episodes ago, I was like, remember when I was like, I want to know how it's like to fight naked again.
Oh, you inadvertently are
that.
naked.
Fucking fought naked again, right?
Fought against yourself.
There's a lot of shit. Did they grab everything?
I
You
grabbed
told-
everything.
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 Yeah. They took
Okay,
everything.
so should I say what they don't remember what they grabbed? Like the, you know what I'm saying?
You yourself or the
Or do I just
After
give that
this
later?
episode is
'Cause you know
over,
I'll give that later. That's
you
what
tell
I'm gonna do.
we as a collective unit, we will let I will be let known every item that I have.
use
Alright,
one
'cause after
acorn.
this-
That's pretty much it as far as uses goes, and the
Okay.
pelt. The pelt is gone.
All right.
Yeah, no more bear hat.
Because after this episode,
No, the bear's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was the pelt.
He no.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
The wolf.
Okay, that's
the
what was
wolf
crazy.
pelt.
Oh yeah, the wolf pelt.
Yeah,
Never
the
mind.
wolf pelt
Pelt,
that you guys got from the dire wolf was
It's
a
gone.
one-time use of transformation for a druid, basically
Yeah.
wild shape.
The
Which
pelt.
you
the
literally
pelt-
turn into a wolf squirrel,
The pelt did this.
Yeah.
which is insanity.
The bear pelt did this. So like if Trixie's the only one that can actually wear it that won't get mauled.
I am not going
other than
to.
that-
I am not taking your
She
bear
doesn't have to wear it.
hat.
She doesn't have to wear it. She
Yeah.
can just wrap it up.
You-
Yeah. Other than that,
You
you're
know
gonna have
what?
to wrap it up.
You know what? Actually, you are not butt naked. You have the stupid bear hat on your head. That's the only thing you got.
That's it.
Only thing he'll
Okay, that's
trust. Yeah.
That's
All right.
it.
So other than
That's
that,
it,
after
dog.
this episode, it'll be different. You'll see.
Whew.
As in, like, your trust?
Hard. And Maxie's got.
Penis issues.
Fucked.
Penile issues.
Yeah. He's. And that rap. Yeah. You'll see.
We will see. We shall
He
see.
needs to change his ways.
He
Seriously.
definitely
We
does.
shall see.
We'll see.
We'll see. It might be the same or it might not be.
It could be worse. I don't know.
Shall
Could be.
see. Mildly.
Foreshadowing.
You just told me it would be worse.
You'll see.
Yes, yeah.
Why would you say mildly?
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn it.
You'll see.
Whatever.
The story.
Some story, right?
Some fucking.
Some fucking story.
That was fucking sick.
Oh, you're an
That
idiot.
was-
You're
I
a
loved
fucking
it. I
idiot.
really fucking loved it.
Such a good
I
episode.
just love this session.
Jesus
That was.
Christ.
I think that's what we'll end it for the moment.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think-
Don't forget
yeah.
to like, comment, and subscribe. People on
Do that.
YouTube,
So
I'm
good.
actually intaking my hands and kissing it outwards for you. People who are on podcasts, go ahead and write a raving review. Was this the worst episode you have ever seen at a climax in a story, or was it the best? This wasn't supposed to turn out the way it was. The druids were supposed to have these kids kidnapped, and they were supposed to be doing, druid shit. But all that got turned upside down when they had to take a minute just to sit right there and save Maxie from his own political disparage of a bear.
Oh my god.
Ultimately,
Hey, guys, watching.
no, stop it. Ultimately and transparently, this episode really was not supposed to happen.
No, not at
Ultimately,
all.
like, Maxie was supposed to die, and somehow you see him alive. You really won't know until the next episode because we haven't decided yet.
This
But,
might be a
like-
season ender, actually. We'll let you know. I will give you guys a notice at the end of the podcast and the end of the episode if this is where we're gonna stop the season. But
Yep.
this is our recording footage anyway, so
Yeah,
we'll let you know.
we decide. So ultimately, I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for you guys watching and you guys spending your time to watching this little podcast. And
No, you guys are so great. Keep up the work, honestly. We appreciate every follow, every like, every sub. We appreciate all that. We take it into consideration. If you guys have suggestions on where this this campaign should head, please go ahead and comment. An adventure, a monster you guys would like to see, please go ahead. Please, I dare you.
ultimately, this episode on our Instagram is only 24 followers less of our giveaway. So with our podcast, it's probably a little even shorter. Once you reach our 100, we're not doing it anymore else. We will do something else, and then we will give another giveaway. So we are thankful for your followers, comments, subscribers, and here at AC Too High,
Where you
think.
can't touch us.
Some catchphrase.
We try, bro.
That's
we try.
shit, alright? Listen.